disk floating through space with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE and welcome back to the channel that does the stupidity what Luke Skywalker did to millions of innocent civilians and family members that worked and lived on the Death Star. Luke Skywalker was a monster, guys, honestly. Tonight we're going to have a fun Flat Earth debate. Brian Leakey is someone I've not spoken to before. I've seen him on Jose's a few times. I think you guys should probably just get the petrol and the dumpster and the lighter and just start it at this point. But hey, it's going to be fun. Before we get started, I want to address somebody in the chat, a Mr. Tom Jenkins, who is accusing me of being a crap YouTube channel. Says that he has a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers and he's going to do a video on me exposing me as a bully, a cyber bully, because of what I do. He's shown no evidence of this channel with 100,000 subscribers, and in the same sentence as saying I'm a cyber bully,
stop it,
several times and stuff like that. But he's also accusing me of not being in the military. Now, I was in the Royal Navy for many years. I served on nuclear-powered submarines as an engineer. I have shown evidence of my service many times, including my discharge papers. I've been showing this photo around lately.
Nothing you say.
Get that back to the right bit. I've been showing this photo lately, which was a screenshot of a photo I had on my computer. And some flat earthers have said, oh no, that's fake because there's an arrow in it, the cursor. So I got my mum to send me this, a video of something on her wall of me and several photos of me in the military. Now it's funny that they would be there if I was never in the military. I served on many vessels, including HMS Trafalgar, HMS Westminster, and more. HMS Invincible, HMS Illustrious, some surface ships, some submarines. My military service is not in question, and the only reason I bring this up is so that from this point forward, everybody feel free to time out Tom Jenkins, who is a piece of shit who questions my military service. You lied about your YouTube channel, and if you do a video exposing me as a cyber bully, that would probably be the worst thing you could ever do on YouTube. Anyway, now that's over with, let's just get on with the show. Team Skeptic is here with me as always. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
How are you today?
I'm here.
Living the dream?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, let's just get on with it. So, we've not had this guy on the channel before. Brian Leakey, welcome to the channel.
How are you, man? What's up, team?
Hey, what's up?
Nice to meet you. So, why don't you tell
Sounds like
everybody...
he sounds like he's having a fair to partly cloudy type of day there, man.
It's probably just busy.
No, my day's sunny as fuck. No, my day's sunny as fuck. I'm just not trying to dominate the conversation. Trying to leave it to you two guys.
Also, team is suffering from not being able to breathe right now because of it being so hot and stuff in Texas. So... but Brian, welcome to the channel. Why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself and what it is you think about the shape of the Earth?
Okay, I was gonna I kind of prepared like a 10-minute introduction, so I'm just gonna give you like a little 1-minute introduction before my 10-minute introduction, if that suits you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, man. I'm a married man, married 10 years, got 6 kids, and as of 4 years ago, had just children, and all of a sudden, bam, out popped 6 grandkids in the last 4 years. And
Nice.
own a small concrete company in North Florida, and I am a globe skeptic. I like and I enjoy the debate, and I can put up a pretty good argument for a flat Earth. I am not 100% sold on it, but that'll I'll fill you in with that on my argument later. But I am a globe skeptic. I think we all should be, and but I do enjoy the topic, man.
Okay, awesome. Let's just get straight into it then. Everybody's seen my evidence many times, and I can go through bits for you, but why don't we just focus on the presentation that you say you've got, the 10 minutes, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
So over to you.
This is people who know me, like, this is almost like this is almost guaranteed to be a shit show, but not really, man. We're grown men, man, and you probably heard most of my arguments, but I am coming from a like a common sense side of it, so I'm trying to bring up some arguments you haven't heard. I'm I'm gonna make a few predictions, and I'm gonna try and show that that y'all are pretty much just reading from a script. I think sometimes y'all are literally reading from a script, but maybe not always, and maybe not you. But I think it's like kind of like a delicate argument, man. I think the model is very delicate and fragile. I think that if if you don't give your explanations carefully, then I think your double speak will have to turn into triple speak, man. I think that
Oh
I think like
god,
any
I'm
new
just
argument
another
presented,
idiot.
not in y'all's
I hope
curriculum.
at
And when I
least,
say y'all, I just mean
well,
the Globe
at
side
least
of
he
the
isn't
and
mind-numbingly
I do respect a
boring.
lot of people, on y'all's side of the
And I
argument.
already know that
Everybody's his
he
own
will be
man.
boring
But
as
I say
fuck.
that any new arguments y'all have heard, I think sometimes I've heard people making shit up, man. And I think I don't think they're lying. I think they just kind of self-justify it by having the mindset that we're definitely on a spinning globe. So anything they say, and just for a quick example, I say Sean Hawkins, like I was debating with him on a channel, and he starts off an argument. Somebody said something about the lunar wave, and he said, "Oh, I've debunked that." He says, "I debunked that," and he says, first off, Crow lives right by an airport. And then he starts saying this about lunar. And then about 5 minutes later, I ask him, I say, you know, where do so you know where Crow lives, Sean? And he's like, no. I was like, dude, you started your whole entire argument that he lives by an airport. And then so that's when I realized that I called Sean a liar, but he's not really lying. He just thinks that the Earth is for sure a spinning globe. So he has to live next to an airport to explain that wave, because in his mind, it was atmospheric turbulence, And but I'd say my third prediction. I'd say, man, a lot of times when y'all get backed into a corner or feel like y'all are losing the debate, I feel like y'all get triggered to, that happens on both sides. I will admit that. And I think that's when the name calling starts. I think we should try to avoid that. I think also, man, I predicted, or I've seen it before, but hopefully, nobody will deviate from the argument to try and discredit each other. Like, you shouldn't even have had to explain you were in the service, man. You know you were in the service. That's good enough, man. But that was funny. You had me laughing my ass off, man, talking about that guy, man. But he deserves whatever you said, questioning your integrity. But so lastly, I'd say, man, I think y'all go a little too far defending NASA with y'all's freaking lives, dude. Like, y'all defend them tooth and nail, defend the model at all costs. Like, God, like, even, I ain't trying to bring you into it, team, but, team skeptic, come on, where's the skepticism, man? Like, man, I feel like if we're all on the same team, we could figure stuff out, because trust me, no matter what the shape of the Earth is, they ain't telling us everything. I think we could put a little pressure on these guys and get to the bottom of things and further our knowledge of the place that we live. But I think, okay, so
Pony?
my first
What?
argument would be, and I'm sure y'all have heard that the Mickelson-Morley, but there's parts of that I think a lot of people haven't heard. For people who haven't heard the Michelson-Morley, it's a test, like one of the first interferometers, crude interferometer, back in 1887. Albert Michelson and Edward Morley did it, but a lot of people don't know, 6 years before that, Albert Michelson made one that was he did it in Germany before he even came over to America. And so that one that he made with Edward Morley was way more accurate, and it was plenty accurate enough to. And Albert Michelson said that his goal was to measure the Earth's
Derp.
absolute motion in space.
It's a derp
And
pony.
after that, and I'm veering a little bit here, but in 1925, this is years and years later, he did, the not as famous Michelson-Gale experiment, and in between that was a series of experiments. A lot of them they didn't teach for decades in universities, and Airy's failure is one of them. It's called Airy's failure because he was trying to prove that it was the Earth rotating and not the stars with a telescope and a little simple experiment, and he failed. And we didn't ever get taught that. And then this, people try to use this Sagnac experiment to prove the Earth's motion. But to me, that's the reason that science doesn't claim that. And they say Bob, claimed it. Sagnac's pretty much an interferometer, and it's, my question is, if they use the excuse of the there's no ether, they abolished ether, whatever you want to put it. If they use that as an excuse to get around showing null results, so you had two choices in the experiment because the interferometer showed no interference or barely any, so they had to accept the fact staring them right in the face, and that was that either there is no motion, or or they can abolish the ether. They didn't think of that right off the bat. It took them years, and it wasn't until Einstein, made the theory of relativity, until he proposed that, and everybody jumped in on that. But one thing people don't know, there was like a petition called the 1,000-man petition in science with different physicists who opposed it, and they said he was what was it,
What?
Principia, or anyway, a fancy name for begging the question. They said that experiment is begging the question in too many ways, but that experiment, so they had to, so to abolish the ether, okay, there's things they had to do. They claimed that in that explanation, instead of just saying, okay, we're not moving, they had to say that
What
the
the fuck?
arm of the apparatus.
The person is obviously rating mythic content. What is this? What the fuck?
Physically shrink, okay, and they come up with a transform for that, and which to me is already kind of a problem. But anyway, so and that wasn't it. They've led to more. So then, by the arm of the apparatus shrinking, as their explanation of why they got the null result, or the solid beam on their detector, they also had to dilate time, and then they had to dilate the mass. It's just like one thing after another. And to me, all these are assumptions, and I don't think that's the way science should work. I think they hid this from us. And looking back, and they say, Michelson went to his grave. He never accepted the results of the experiment, the Michelson-Morley. Well, what are the results of the Michelson-Morley? The results are that that there is no ether. Okay, so if he went to his deathbed disagreeing with the results that there is no ether, then that would explain why he redid the test over and over, and like with Gale in 1925, because in his opinion he proved the ether. Because if there's going to be a reference frame, there's plenty of ways to look at it, but it comes down to, you know, applying a little common sense. Okay, and there's plenty of sayings from different scientists, including Einstein. In fact, I have a few citations, and I'll pull them up in a little bit, saying that that, you know, that there's no way to absolutely tell who is in motion, and there's no experiments to, and people try to use it as proof, but you know, a lot of people would argue that it is the exact proof against. But let me pull up this citation real fast. Let's see. Where am I? Okay. So, okay. First, we have George Ellis. This was in Scientific American, the October edition in 1995, where George Ellis said, "People need to be aware that there is a range of models that could explain our observations. For instance, I can construct you a spherically symmetrical universe with Earth at its center, and you cannot disprove it based on observations. You can only exclude it on philosophical grounds. In my view, there is absolutely nothing wrong in that. What I want to bring into the open is the fact we are using philosophical criteria and choosing our models. A lot of cosmology tries to hide that." I've seen that, and I'm like, what? Cosmology tries to hide that? So then I'm thinking, wait a minute. So like cosmology's trying to hide it from Craig, and Craig is trying to hide it from y'all. Like y'all are 2 steps away from the damn truth. Like,
right. Let's talk about the Muggs and Molly experiment. Let's step
Hold
on.
Wait, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Almost done. And I mean, it was really, I mean, I could go on forever, man. What I brought, I just wanted to open up with this, just to show. Let me just give one more quote here, and this is from Einstein. I got one from Hawking, and I got you know, several of them. But anybody who says that you know, that it's proven is sadly mistaken. But I mean, you might have heard the you might have already heard some of these quotes, but to me, I mean, there's
dumb
so many
people
scientists who
misquoting
flat
or
out say that there's
misusing
no way to
quotes
prove,
from
you know,
very,
there's
very
a range of models
non-dumb
that work.
people, like
A
from
range of
people that are
models
way
in,
more intelligent.
with us circling the sun.
What a
or
shocker!
or the sun circling us, but
That
the
has
planet
probably
still
never
circles
happened
the sun.
before,
So
right?
in a flat Earth model, whatever it may be,
Oh God.
the planet will circle the sun. They're just smaller. You know, there's no light years. And Michikaku said, you know, that cosmology is off by a factor of 10 to the 120th. That's a number that's not even thinkable. Kind of
Ooh.
like the distance to the stars. So what could he be talking
I want
about?
that.
Is he talking about the light from Polaris is off by 10 to the 120th? No. He's talking about size and distance, okay? That their math is coming up.
Hold on. No, you're absolutely wrong about that.
Hey, man,
That is
this
the
my
calculated
opener, buddy.
vacuum pressure. Hold on. This is calculated vacuum pressure to measured, observed vacuum pressure. Okay, the difference is a factor of 10 to the 120th off.
So
That's what
cosmology.
you're misquoting something.
Whoa. He said
No,
cosmology.
vacuum pressure.
Don't just
Vacuum
blurt shit
energy,
out,
vacuum
dude.
energy.
Stay back until he needs you.
No,
dude,
it's
okay?
vacuum.
You're just blurting shit out. Like
Shut
you
the
always
fuck
do,
up,
man.
dude.
He's
Listen,
he's-
shut the fuck
he
up. I know
said
exactly what the fuck I'm talking
cosmology.
about.
He
yeah.
doesn't say
He's
nothing about a vacuum.
He's talking about vacuum
Does
energy.
cosmology
He's talking
measure
about
vacuum
vacuum
energy?
energy. He's talking.
Does
Yes.
cosmology measure vacuum? Okay,
Nice.
is cosmology
Yes,
the
it's
vacuum
they
of
measure
vacuum?
the free.
Oh my God.
Physicists
Well,
measure vacuum,
astrophysics,
okay?
yes, measures. Yeah. So
Jesus
so
Christ,
cosmology.
Don't
which is-
expose my bullshit that I don't understand, please.
No, he doesn't leave it vague. That's what your fucking problem is. You are implying that he's leaving it vague. It is not vague. It is the vacuum
that's
energy
exactly-
that is observed
See, defend-
divided by
see,
the
there's my first
vacuum
prediction.
energy that is calculated. Do you understand that? No, you're
prediction.
wrong.
Defend
You're
the
wrong.
model with your
No,
life.
you're wrong. You're wrong. No, you're wrong. You're misquoting
already
something,
triggered,
and you're
bro.
trying to say. No, I told you you were wrong. You
Okay,
started yelling. You are
am I
wrong.
misquoting
You
this?
have no idea what you're
Okay.
talking about. You're parroting. You're parroting
Let me read
Michio
it.
Kaku, and you have no idea what the fuck he's saying. So no, don't fucking put out false
Cosmology.
information, and I'll sit back nice and quietly. Yes, you're misquoting. You're taking something that he said, and you're coming to the conclusion that he meant. You are absolutely 100% incorrect on this. Okay. Do you know what the 1 over 120 is, or the 1 over 10 to the 20th is? How do you even? Can you tell me what he means by being off by a
Now
factor
you're
of
already doing
120?
prediction number 2, trying to discredit me personally. So that's 2
What?
predictions already. You're already.
No, I'm
you're already
asking
falling-
you. Do you know what he's talking about?
He's not
Without
trying to discredit,
parroting,
he's
with
asking
no,
you something.
no,
He says
without
cosmology.
parroting what Michio Kaku says, without
I'm
parroting what
citing-
Michio Kaku says,
citing
can
what he
you
said.
say? Can you explain it in your own fucking words? Can you, or
Dude,
are
why
you
are
just
you so
parroting
triggered, bro?
stuff? I don't have to.
No,
No,
of course
no,
you
because the
can't.
10 to the factor of 120 is not what you're saying. That's why I'm correcting
But
you.
he's
Accept the
accusing
correction. and
people
move
like
forward.
Craig and the others to just
Oh my God, I
read a
can't
script.
Just
Right.
Yeah,
tell
you're
me
right. Vacuum energy, measured vacuum energy to calculated
Did he say
vacuum energy
cosmology
is
or vacuum
off by a
energy?
factor
Just
of
out
10 to the
curiosity.
120.
Self-reflection.
I'm telling you, without having to
Self-reflection.
parrot somebody else, what actually he's talking about. You are just reading somebody else's quote who was given in a magazine and taking that for absolute scientific
Magazine?
scripture.
What are you talking
That is
about?
not what the fuck
Dude, you just
happened.
blurt-
Whatever the
so-
fucking interview, a magazine, whatever the fuck. What I'm telling you is
Sit
you
back
are
and listen
fucking
for a second,
wrong.
please.
Accept that you're wrong and move the fuck forward. No,
Okay.
you're wrong. You're
Right.
wrong.
Right.
Okay,
So
let me explain. Okay.
what? One second.
Prove
so,
me,
Yeah.
prove me that
So-
I'm wrong. Prove that
so-
I'm wrong.
Okay.
Then.
So
All right,
what,
Yeah,
give
you
me a
fucking
second, I
moron.
Michio
will try.
Kaku is saying that
Calm down,
in
dude.
reference to the vacuum energy.
Yeah,
That's
let
what
me-
the
let me
entire
explain
article he's
why.
talking about
Okay.
is. Right?
Quit parroting
Why?
fucking
Our
scientists.
observations in the
Know your
distant
fucking
galaxy
science before you talk
are
about
the-
it.
the
How about
stars
that?
on the outer edges of the stars on the outer edges of galaxies are spinning too fast. Okay, they're spinning way too fast, and we can explain that here in our galaxy.
Right.
What, are they spinning 10 to the
Okay,
120th
right.
times
Shut the
too
fuck
fast?
up, dude.
Let-
Fucking
Will you shut the
dipshit.
fuck up, please?
Right. Let's bring it back.
Is that
to-
what Michio Kaku was saying?
Right. Right,
Fucking
guys.
moron.
Right.
Just
You don't know what the fuck you're
spin the
talking about.
fucking
You entered
stars,
into an
jackass.
arena that
Right.
you should
Just
not
the
have.
vacuum
You entered
spin
into an
the fucking
arena. Oh, who's triggered now? Who's triggered
Right.
now, bitch?
Let-
Yeah,
let's
me,
take it-
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to the mug.
That's right, because you don't know what the
Fucking blurt
fuck
shit
you're
out.
talking about, and I'm exposing you right the fuck now. You have been
Expose me,
exposed
jackass.
as someone who comes in here. I am in the process of doing it. Sit back
All
and
I
pay
did is
attention to how
say
it's
a
done
motherfucker,
properly.
you idiot.
You heard one thing and you
I
decided you
have
were going to run
cited
with
a
it,
guy.
not
I
knowing
quoted
that you
a
were
guy.
about to talk. You did not
Hey,
know that
guys,
you were
yeah,
about to talk to
you know
somebody
what a
who
quote is?
understands what that
Hey,
fucking number is.
Do you know what a
Yeah,
quote
do
is,
you
pal?
know?
Do
Do
a
you know
quote
what he
is?
meant by
Hey,
that quote?
hey,
Do you
hey,
know what he
do
meant
you
by
know
that
what a
quote?
quote
I don't
is?
have to cherry
Do
pick it.
you know
I don't
what
have to
a
cherry pick
quote
it,
is,
and
buddy?
I don't have to
This is
misquote
stupid,
it.
man.
I don't care. I don't
All
have
I
to
did is
cherry
quote
pick it.
him,
I don't have
okay?
to cherry pick it.
Right, team.
You,
Let him.
you cherry picked the
Cherry
quote
pick,
because
it's
you
a
don't know
quote.
what the fuck he said.
Right, team. Let him.
Yeah,
mad
you
at
did.
him,
Yeah,
buddy.
you
Don't
don't
be
know
mad
what the
at me.
fuck he said, and you're trying to use it out of context. No, that is not. He's not saying that cosmology. Do you know how fucking
I did
stupid
not
that
say
that
what he
term
said.
sounds,
You
or
didn't
that
give me a
sentence
chance.
sounds? Okay, then say it then, dumbass. Let's go. Let's hear how little you know about the universe being off by a factor of 10 to the 120.
Interrupting a quote.
Let's hear it.
Let him.
Here,
Let him get
hold
it.
on. Argue with
Expose
Einstein,
yourself.
genius. Hold on. I'm about to expose your stupid fucking ass. You already done did.
Well,
two of my-
we'll get to special relativity in a second, and we'll show how you don't know what the fuck you're talking about
I
that
want to talk
either.
about the Mugs and Morley experiment.
Oh no, you're right. No,
Get
you're
back to-
right.
You
We'll get to
interrupted
that
me in the
eventually.
middle of a
We'll get
citation.
because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's why.
It's a fucking quote, you dumbass.
Start learning your
Argue with
science.
him, you
Start
fucking
learning
idiot.
the science before
give-
quoting.
right.
Start. What do you? So you just
Okay.
quote anybody that's in a
Team.
fucking magazine? You have no idea what they're talking about, but
Dude,
because
you
they're a
quote
scientist
all
and
of
it says so in
science,
a
bro, okay?
you.
You're a fucking.
I didn't have to
stupid.
quote all of science.
You're a
No,
fucking
I don't.
stupid.
No, I don't have to quote all of science. I understand
you
what
are
that
trying to
relationship
read
is,
my mind.
and I understand the problem that it presents to cosmology. That's the difference between me and you. Is I know why he said that. You don't.
All right,
Sit
team.
your dumb ass down.
Team.
You got into an
Team.
intellectual arena you were not prepared for.
Team, let him do. Right, Brian, stop. Right.
All right, here, I'll just sit back and let you deal with it, with the
It's all right.
dumbass.
All right, Brian.
How dare me
No,
quote
I
somebody.
offended his cushy. I offended his Stay Puff ass, so maybe
no,
I
you
don't want
didn't.
him to get triggered and fucking hurt himself. So
Only thing puffed up.
I'll
is
just quiet
butthole.
myself now. Dude, you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't even know about special relativity. You brought up special relativity. I guarantee that you can't give
Yes,
me
they
a single
fuck.
fucking equation out of special relativity.
What do you want?
Can
dude?
you?
You want the fucking transforms? You want the bullshit ass transforms where fucking time
Yeah,
one
sure.
times equals fucking equals. the
Oh
old
wait, he's
time
probably gonna
equals the
say,
fucking
I
new
don't do
time
math,
over the
dude.
fucking-
Old
over
time?
the-
Is that what
the
they call it in
vector of the
science?
I'm gonna
Is that what
call
they
it
call
right
it in
now.
science?
That sentence is going
That's all
to
garbage, dude.
What's T
well,
It's
prime?
garbage,
What's
dude.
T
All you
prime?
do is
At
try to
some
discredit
point.
me, dude.
I don't
Defining
do
your
math.
own
Who cares
words
if I don't
what
know the
T
math?
prime is.
Even if I couldn't pull that out, my
I
ass,
do, because you
who cares
just
if I don't
said,
know
you
the
just
math,
tried to
dude?
fucking use it to prove that that science is wrong, you moron. You're trying to
you
refute
just
science,
don't
and you
admit
don't
to
even
my
know the
prediction,
fucking
bro.
science.
Are
Shut
we in a
up.
fucking- are we
Shut
in a-
up.
is this a
You're
math debate,
stupid.
dude?
You're stupid. You are
Okay.
out of your league.
Dude,
Shut
if
up.
you want to get right down to it,
Right.
all,
Right.
all your fucking
Brian?
science gods did is fucking steal Coulomb's law and added a fucking and
Brian-
took away the
Brian-
negative.
Brian,
Really?
stop.
Really?
Right,
That's
team-
what they
team,
did?
let me-
They
team,
stole
can I-
Coulomb's
let me-
law.
let me-
Really?
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
Brian,
because they
Brian,
try
I bet you
say
can't
that-
even
they
calculate
try and
fucking.
say that,
I bet you couldn't
guys,
even
stop.
calculate
Let me-
fucking Coulomb's
but it wasn't
constant, could you?
demonstrated till
Anyone?
Cavendish.
I can.
All right,
Sorry.
Brian, did you know that Coulomb died? Did you know that Newton died like 20 years before Coulomb was born? Newton couldn't have stolen Coulomb's law.
No. Did you know that the first time that Fg equals m1 over m2, m1 times m2 over r squared was not demonstrated until 1798 in the Cavendish experiment? Okay, Coulomb's law was 11 years before that. I don't care who they said.
No. Do you know
wrote it. It
Newton
was not
came up with
demonstrated.
Newton's law? Fg equals gm1 m2 over r squared. Actually, that's Newton's law, who died before Coulomb was born.
Right? Yeah. No, but a law ain't a law until it's demonstrated. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Cavendish
but
was the
he
first
came up
person-
with the law
really the only
before
person
Coulomb was
demonstrated.
born. Right, now, can we get back to the Michelson-Morley
Yeah.
experiment, all right? The Michelson-Morley
Dude,
experiment.
I expected it to go about 30 minutes before it came
Right.
down to that, man. I never even made it out of my quotes, bro.
Yeah,
But,
okay.
I
I mean,
expect that
quote
from-
mining is all fine, but we need to get back to the
All right,
Michelson-Morley experiment.
I
because-
knew you would. I
You
knew
said-
you wouldn't make it fucking 10 minutes in this goddamn conversation before you started pulling shit out of your ass you didn't fucking know,
You
acting
already
like
got
that's
number
fucking
one
evidence.
prediction
You
and
ought to
number
shut the
four
fucking.
prediction.
You ought to shut
And
up,
number
dude.
five
You
prediction.
ought to shut up and learn some shit. If you were to shut up
number
and pay
five,
attention, you
number
might
five
learn
prediction.
something for a future debate.
All right,
Number
eat
5
shit.
prediction: defend the model with your life.
Right,
Okay?
Brian,
Number
can-
4:
can we-
try and
please,
I'm not putting
hold
my
hello.
life on this. This is what
All right,
I'm talking
no,
about. You
stop.
got triggered.
All right,
Stop, Brian. Listen, Michelson-Morley experiment. Please tell me what it was.
Dude, it was pretty much the first interferometer.
No. Tell me what the experiment was. What was the experiment for?
It's like it was a crude interferometer. He sent a light beam. Okay?
Yeah, no. I'm
Sent
not.
a
I'm not
light
telling you
beam
to
and
tell me
into a
what
splitter.
the. I'm not asking you to tell me what the equipment was. Tell me what the experiment was.
It was to detect. And now Albert Michelson claims it was written to detect Earth's absolute motion in space.
In
No, but then
relation
then
to
they-
what?
but they
In relation
they
to
define
what?
it to the
No.
they
You've
define it
stop,
to
Brian.
the-
Stop, Brian.
Ether,
Stop,
ether.
Brian. Stop. In relation to the ether, okay? So
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
know?
that
Do you know?
add-on part,
Do you know
yeah.
why they were doing the experiment? What the experiment actually was?
they were trying to measure the sun's speed. I know why Michelson was doing it. He's trying to get the absolute speed. He was trying to check the speed to see if it was right. They
How?
already knew there was an ether. In my opinion, that's my opinion on that. I can't really verify that. But,
At that point, right, the
but it-
ether was the hypothesized medium that light needed to travel through, okay? But that's what they were trying to test. They were trying to find a particular thing. So what was the experiment actually for?
Well, like I said, you can look at it one of two ways, man. My argument is that, in my opinion, and until the day he died, he was trying to test the motion of the Earth. He was trying to prove or disprove the motion of the Earth in space.
No.
In my opinion.
Okay, right. So
But yeah, on
the
paper,
Michelson-Morley
yeah.
experiment, right, was to detect the absolute motion of the Earth in relation to the ether. Okay, they knew that the Earth moved. That's why the experiment had to be done at 2 different points in the Earth's orbit around the sun, because the Earth would be traveling at different speeds, right? So what they were actually trying to find was a change in the speed of light when the interferometer was parallel to and again going into the perceived ether wind. Now, the ether wind would be what would have been caused if the ether existed and the Earth rotated around the sun through it.
Yeah,
The same as if you wait, hold on. The same as if you put your hand out of a car window, you can feel your hand being blown by an apparent wind, right? They thought that the Earth would cause an ether wind. Yeah. So they hypothesized that this would change the speed of light because of the drag through the ether that the Earth was causing, creating the ether wind. So that's what they were trying to detect. They were trying to detect a change of light to confirm the ether wind, the ether drag theory. Now, what they came up with was between 1/14th and 1/6 of the...
Real quick, Craig.
Yeah?
Real quick. What did they come up with at first? In the experiment, what did they come up with? Before all the explanations, before all that, I mean, let's be honest, what did they come up with?
That's exactly what I was about to say before you interrupted me. They were trying to... what they came up with was between 1/100th and 1/6, an average of 1/14th of the perceived change in speed of light, the fringe shift in the patterns of the wavelengths of light that they could see through the detector, right? They predicted, based on the calculations, that they should have a certain fringe shift in the light patterns, but what they came up with was an average of 1/14th of that. Now, their own words and their own equipment could not really measure anything with more than an error of 1/6, right? Give you that. They said themselves
that they measured was the null result, correct?
No, yeah, but the reason that they came up with the little bit that they did was, in their own words, because of the margin of error of their own equipment, which is why it's been done more successfully. In fact, it's been measured down to like 10 to the 17th, in decimal places, that it doesn't, the ether drag doesn't exist. So that's why it was a null result, because they didn't detect the change in light that they would apparently have. Now, at the time, this caused a lot of problem for physics, because the ether was kind of an underpinning of a lot of understanding of the universe, okay? And it threw physics into turmoil. There wasn't really an explanation for it until relativity.
Hello.
Yeah, and that was like over 20 years later. Did they complete that? Did they put that all together?
Yeah. But it doesn't change what they detected, which was that the ether didn't exist.
No.
Let me tell you, in Cal State, and I've looked up about 5 different. Versions, pretty much the same thing, what you just described of the Michelson-Morley. But let me say this, okay? And every one of them, it says that, but since we knew that the Earth is moving around the sun, then they had to blah, blah, blah. They had to go on. They all say that, since we already knew the Earth is moving around the sun. I mean, and that's not arguable. That is in the it's in the experiment.
And what they actually said from the experiment was that, well, there's 3 things we have to consider here. Either the Earth doesn't move because there's no aether wind, but the only way that could exist is if there was a stationary aether, right? That was the only way that the Earth could be considered not moving, was if there was an aether and it was stationary. The other 2 options were that the aether didn't exist, or the aether rotated around the sun with the Earth. Now, obviously, the aether rotating around the sun with the Earth was a ridiculous theory. The mere concept of the Earth being stationary was also pretty much laughed at. The only logical thing left to conclude was that the Earth did rotate as they thought, but the aether didn't exist, and that's why the Michelson-Morley experiment disproved the ether.
Yeah, that's one interpretation, okay?
No, it's their interpretation.
One interpretation of the Michelson-Gale, less popular experiment, way many years later, like 20. This is like
it got the same. It got the same results, but much more accurate.
No, they measured 95% of the measurement for the ether.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Okay,
No,
then
no,
why,
they didn't.
how?
No, they measured
The-
within
the
95%
Sagnac
accuracy that the
experiment
ether didn't
proved the ether,
exist. No, and Sagnac disproves
Sagnac
the... No,
experiment
Sagnac
proved the
disproves
ether,
the...
dude.
Sagnac disproves ether completely. The
An
Sagnac effect
interferometer
proves the speed
ether,
of light.
bro.
No, it doesn't.
What is
No,
the reference frame? If
the cosmic microwave
How can
background
you say that
radiation
we're
is the
sitting
ultimate
sideways?
reference frame.
listen,
You,
man,
I don't,
see,
you
this-
don't, no,
this
you don't
is
understand how an interferometer even works.
Now, I understand what you're saying. Trust me, I do understand what you're saying. But
Trust me,
let me get
no.
a
No,
message.
but no, you
Mine-
no, hold on, you're wrong. You said that the Sagnac proves that the ether exists. No, the Sagnac effect,
Yeah, that's
along
one
with Mux and Morley,
interpretation, bro.
and
You-
no, not one
wait a minute,
interpretation,
bro.
the only interpretation
No,
that
for
makes
you to
sense.
say, bro,
No,
that's not
it's the only interpretation that makes. Shut up, shut up. It's the only interpretation because relativity explains it, and relativity has been experimentally proven to be a fact.
Relativity is a bunch of math, bro.
No,
With
there's
transforms,
experimental
mixing
evidence
variables.
to
I don't
show.
do math.
Shut up, no.
Come on,
no, shut
come
up.
on, say
No,
it.
you don't get to say false shit.
Please.
Relativity is experimentally
Come on,
proven.
say it, please.
Okay, unless you can disprove
Can I speak now?
all of
Can I
relativity.
speak now?
Yeah,
Because,
team, go ahead.
I'm about to shut this argument down right fucking now. Do you know
Yeah,
what
I'm already
Fermilab
done
is?
with this
Just
shit.
out of curiosity. All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you are done with this
Never.
shit. Get the fuck out of here before I
Who
embarrass
cares,
you
dude?
more. All right. Do you know what Fermi
up,
fucking
dude.
lab
I
is?
even
Do you know
got
what
argument.
Fermilab is? Do you know what pions are? Hold on. Yeah, you are. You already said something stupid. That's fucking
Dude,
special
here
relativity
you
is
go.
bullshit.
Look,
So we're about to
so
prove
when-
your dumb
when
ass
back in the
wrong
corner,
right
they
now.
will
Do
try
you know
to
what
start doing
pions
this
are?
thing.
Do you know what pions are? Do you know what
You know what a
pions are?
fucking,
Yes or
fist
no?
in your mouth is? You got
Do
no
you know what a
manners, dude.
fucking
I'm a-
pion is?
Resort to violence, Brian. Come
Do
on, be an
you
adult.
know what a pion
I'm
is?
just fucking with him.
Hey, do you know what a
Listen.
pion is? Do you know what a pion is?
Would it matter if I
Yes
did,
or no?
bro?
Just say no.
Just
I don't.
answer
Okay.
the fucking
No,
question,
no.
Brian.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Because then we would know
I
where
don't
the
care
starting
about
place is, so I wouldn't have to
pseudoscience,
explain what a goddamn pion is. All right, well
You
get
don't
this.
gotta explain
We
it,
know.
dude, 'cause
We
it
know.
doesn't mean shit
We
to me,
know.
dude.
Shut up. Shut up. We know that about
Craig,
95%
man,
of
if you
all
wanna continue
pions
this
will
debate, shut
decay
your head up,
in a
dude.
certain amount of time. Shut up and listen.
Dude, all that is
If you're going
garbage,
to
dude.
def-
You're talking
defend
about
a
Brian,
position,
shut up and listen.
you haven't even heard my fucking
God
argument,
damn
you
it.
moron.
Going east, fast,
All right.
west. I don't believe any of that shit, dude.
Well, we don't care
No,
what
what
you
the
believe.
fuck are you
Just try
talking
and
about? I
listen.
didn't say faster
I don't
east
believe
than
any
west.
Of that bullshit you're talking about, man.
No,
It's pseudoscience,
Fermi
bro.
Lab. Okay. Okay, so pions have a
Fermi Lab,
well-defined
bro. Let's get to
fucking
it.
Brian,
decay
shut
time.
up and listen for 2 minutes.
Right. Fermi Labs have
Dude, I didn't come here to
pions
debate.
have a
I did
very.
not come here
oh
to
my
debate
God.
a rude dude like this.
Brian,
He's
just
like-
listen to what he's saying. All right, he's
I don't
got a
give
good
a
argument.
fuck. I'm
I don't
still
care
right.
about Fermi Lab,
I'm
bro.
still right. I'm still fucking right.
Who
yes,
cares,
yes
dude?
or no?
It's not
Am I
part
still
of my
right?
debate, dude.
I do. Yeah, you just brought up special relativity. You just
Craig,
said it was
get your
bullshit.
pet off the
I'm
phone,
about to
please.
show you
You did not
a
tell me that
demonstrable
Jeff was gonna be here and
experiment
act like
where they
an
have
asshole.
to take
Brian,
special
just
You want to
relativity.
listen.
continue this debate? Get your pet
Everywhere
off
I
the
go,
phone.
I
I
act
don't
like an
care about
asshole. You
Fermi
should have
Lab.
already fucking known
I don't
that.
care about any of this shit, dude. Okay? I
That's
just come to
right. You
learn
don't care
nothing
about
from you.
anything
I
that
don't care about
disproves
your
you, right?
pseudoscience, bro.
You don't care about anything that disproves you. You said special
If you
relativity
want to
is
hear
bullshit.
proof, that don't
I'm about to
disprove
show you
shit,
where it's
dude. Your
not.
math don't disprove shit.
Come
If
on,
you
It's
want-
not
say
I got
math, it's
some
fucking
arguments, but not
observation,
that.
Don't
you
do
moron.
math,
I'm here to learn nothing
please.
from you, dude.
It's
Just say
observation.
it.
It's an experiment.
Come
It's
on.
an experimental
Chop my own head off
observation. Do you not
before I
understand
learn
that?
pseudoscience from you, bro. I will not listen to your pseudoscience. I chop my own head off.
I'll
If I chop
sharpen
my
the
ears
axe
off, bro.
for you. I'll sharpen the axe for you. I'll sharpen the axe.
Right, Brian. Just
Yeah,
And
we-
fucking
look, I
chop
got a
some
couple
wood.
right,
points
put it
to
on.
guys,
make,
one
man.
sec. Right, everyone, shush. 1 sec. Right, Brian.
Your
we
points
gave,
are fucking stupid.
Team, give
just
me
like you.
a sec. Give me a sec. Everyone, shush. 1
If he
sec.
apologizes to
Right,
me,
Brian,
I'll
stop.
talk to him one day.
Everyone, just 1 sec. Right, Brian.
Fuck you. That
We
is
gave-
my apology. Fuck you.
Yeah, right. Brian, we gave you the chance to talk for quite a while, right? Now, just let team...
Y'all, you give me the chance, Craig. Come on, man.
Yeah, right,
I'm,
okay.
I come here to debate you, not your pet.
Yeah, I told you that team
You
would be
don't know
here,
me.
right? But let team
Yeah, but
get his
dude,
argument
you-
out,
you
and then
supposed
you
to
can respond
moderate,
to it.
dude.
All right,
He jumped in while
I'm
I was
trying.
hey,
Will you
look,
shut
look,
up?
look.
Will
I
you
don't wanna-
fucking shut up?
Listen, I'm not
Let
here
team...
to derail the show. If I trigger him just
You
by being
derailed
here,
it
I'll be
during
quiet.
one of my quotes,
Brian,
bro. You derailed
I
it right
trigger
off the
you.
bat.
I trigger you by being.
You're super genius, bro.
Yeah, because
Nobody
you're
likes a
fucking
super
wrong.
genius.
Because you don't fucking know what you're talking about. On either
Dude,
situation,
nobody
you
likes
don't know what
super
you're talking
genius.
about.
You think you're right about everything, dude. You like pseudoscience.
That's
I don't.
part of actually taking the time out of your life and learning shit.
The
And
sooner
then when you
you
come
shut
to the
up, the
fucking
sooner
when you
this
meet
debate
people
goes
like
off
you
with
that
me
are
and
fucking
Craig.
stupid,
Right.
they are going to think you're a fucking pretentious pretentious asshole because you're more intelligent than them.
Right, team,
That's not my
you'll
fault
die
that I
alone,
continue
buddy.
to educate
You'll die
myself.
alone, won't
Now
you?
look,
Because
to keep to keep the shut up, to keep from derailing this conversation anymore, because my presence triggers him, the tough guy.
Dude, I'm
Gets
not
triggered by just me
listening
being
to him,
here
Craig.
telling
Craig,
science.
the sooner he
Shut
shuts
up, you
up, the
triggered
sooner we move on
fuck.
with this debate.
Shut up, you triggered fuck.
Let him finish
Shut
what
up,
he's
you
saying.
Dude,
Brian.
I'm not debating. I
Brian,
don't want
let
to
him
hear
Dude,
this clown, dude.
I will.
Just let him finish what he's saying, please.
I don't care whether
Dude,
you want
I'm
to hear
not
it or not.
listening to
You're
this
fucking
dude,
here
man.
on this channel.
I'm a
Nobody
grown
forces you
man,
to be
dude.
here,
I did not come
dipshit.
here for this childish shit, dude.
Right.
Well,
Just
then
let
why
him,
do you keep holding on to childish fantasies, you grown man? The flat Earth
it, I-
is a
I
childish
don't even wanna talk to
fantasy,
you, dude.
right there with fucking Santa Claus. You are a fucking
quoted the guy.
idiot.
God,
He
I'm
said I
so
was wrong.
dead.
Okay, so I'm not talking to you. You're
No.
You are wrong. You don't know the quote. You don't know what he's talking about.
Damn
Just
it.
because a scientist gives a generalized quote talking about something very specific that the average person would not fucking know doesn't mean that
Hurt
you,
your butt,
the
don't it?
below average person, will know what the
You
fuck
don't
he's
like
talking
this quote,
about.
do you? You don't like Mr.
I
Coffee's
am
quote, do you,
correcting you.
buddy? Do you,
No,
buddy?
because you are misrepresenting the quote. You are
Gets your butt
misrepresenting the
hurt,
quote.
don't it? Come on, Craig. Get this clown off, man.
No,
On,
Dude,
Right,
I
Quay.
Tim, what were you
corrected
saying?
you. You were the one that got fucking hurt.
he interrupted my
I'm saying
quote
I'll leave
of
fucking
Mr.
the
Tucker
Marshmallow
before he was
Man.
done.
I will let the
Fix that
Marshmallow Man fucking have his say. You can debate him on this because I
Marshmallow Man.
obviously trigger him, and people want to see stupid. I don't want to scare
Dude, you
stupid
came out the
away.
gate
So
triggered, bro.
stupid,
You
please
triggered me.
fucking stay. Hey, stupid, can you please stay so the
Who
audience
watches
will be
you, dude?
entertained? I promise.
What's the
I
pie
pro-
on?
well,
What's the
right
pie
now,
on?
how
What's
about
the
this?
pie on? Fucking idiot.
882 fucking
Yes, sir.
people are seeing me destroy you on every
They're
point you
seeing
make
you
because
freak the
you
fuck out.
are
Nearly
speaking
900
from
now.
the superiorly ignorant position. All right. I
Dude,
know
800
what you're
people
talking
see you
about
interrupt
without
me
having
during
to
a quote,
quote
calling you
somebody
wrong,
or
instead
look
of
it up.
taking it up with
I
Mickey Coffee,
know
you jackass.
what you're trying to say,
got no common
and you
sense,
don't
bro.
know what you're talking about.
You got no common
All right.
sense, bro.
Now, I'll turn it back over to Fight. He can answer your dumbass questions, and you can stay here
I
so
ain't got
that
no
the
questions for you.
900 people can enjoy your fucking stupidity.
Later, White Knight. God, I didn't even get past my quotes, dude.
White Knight,
He's
what the fuck
calling
you
me out
talking
when I'm
Because you're fucking
reading out a
wrong, you
quote.
fucking moron. That's why I'm not going to
Oh,
let
you're
you
wrong,
get
you
past your
fucking
quote.
jackass.
Because you are wrong.
In cosmology. I mean, where the fuck did you go wrong with a quote?
Have you read the entire article, Brian?
No.
He didn't
When
even
you
fucking
don't
let
know
me
what the
finish
fuck the
quote, bro.
underlying meaning of the quote is. That's why. You said
I didn't even get to
cosmology is
finish
off
the
by a
quote,
factor
much
of
less
10 to the
talk about any meaning of
120.
it.
Okay, explain that. Hold on. Explain that in layman's terms, please. Tell me what you think cosmology
came
being
out
off by
the
a factor of 10 to the
gate triggered,
120th
bro.
meaning.
Before I can even
How
give
about
my
that?
opinion.
Hey, hold on. Brian.
You're talking
Nobody
about
cares
a
about your
vacuum.
opinion.
Whoa,
We're talking
whoa,
science.
You're talking about a
not
vacuum.
opinion.
What's the
We're
fucking...
talking science.
Yeah, what's the
Because
vacuum
that
got to
is
do
what
with,
the
you know...
that is what when they
All
say
that
10 to
shit
the
has to do with the
120th
fucking-
power,
it's dark
that
matter, dark
is what
energy,
they're
bro.
talking about. No, that is what they're talking about. All right? That's what you
Yeah,
don't
and if you'd let
understand.
me get to
You
my
could
opinion,
not get
what I'm trying to
past
fucking tell
the
you-
quote you read. I understand
God.
what the meaning of the quote is. I'm correcting you.
Craig,
Accept
man,
the
come on,
correction
dude. You're
and
having
move
a shit
forward.
show because this clown can't contain itself, man. I'm trying to calm down.
I'm trying, but I
This
can't.
is shit what you're trying to do.
So,
You know what? Hey, please
Go
keep
on.
speaking. Every time you open your mouth, you say something stupid. So please
Who
keep
gives a
speaking.
fuck, dude? I didn't come here for you.
right,
You're
Brian,
too smart for
Brian,
me, man.
can you send me
Yes,
that article?
you did. You
Can
came
send-
here for this cock, boy.
Yeah, Brian, can you send me the article that quote's from, please?
Let me see, man. Listen to my actual. This is what I came to
Yeah,
debate.
yeah.
I came to debate the common sense part of the flat Earth argument. Like I said,
Well,
I've been on the fence for so long, dude.
I know.
And
All right,
it's
well-
like, man, what keeps me on the fence, to be honest with you, is like the maps and shit, man. It's like, man, I can't. I've been studying maps and all that, and no, I don't know everything, Skeptic. Okay, but what I do have is common sense and shit, dude. And I've been surveying for almost 30 years. Okay, and I have some problems with the surveying arguments, but I can't. I haven't 100% refuted them, so I'm not going to claim them, right? But what I do have some arguments with, man, is like the common sense side, like like let's say just a few of them. Okay, in fact.
Well, hold on. Before you move on, I wanted to finish the discussion about the Mix and Morley experiment, right? Because the fact of the Mix and Morley experiment is that
if you think that it's set in stone, then there's really no debate on that.
I'm not saying it's set in stone, but I'm saying the outcome of the Mix and Morley experiment was a null result, and the reason for that was because there is no ether. And to back that up, everything about relativity has been experimentally proven to be true. There is countless experiments that prove relativity to be a fact.
Bro,
okay?
I've read the same script, brother.
I'm not reading a script. I'm telling you a fact that there is experimental evidence. Brian, stop talking and interrupting me. There is experimental evidence that relativity is correct. Unless you can debunk the experiments that demonstrate relativity to be true, then you have no argument for the aether. The aether does not exist apart from as the space stone in the Marvel universe. Okay, that's what the aether is.
You know, quantum physics would argue that, man. Quantum physics would argue that.
No, quantum physics would not argue that. Quantum physics would not argue that at all.
Space-time is a version of. A lot of people. Hold on. A lot of people say space-time is a version of ether. A lot of people say that dark energy.
Well, I don't care what they say. They're wrong. Space-time is defined, and relativity is correct.
A lot of scientists say quantum foam, man. Is a quantum foam.
I don't even think you understand what quantum foam is. So let's stick to relativity before we go into quantum physics. No, not 0.001%, Brian. You haven't the first clue what quantum physics is. So let's not stick with that. Sorry, Zell. Reality Stone, you're correct.
I promise you this. The ether was not part of that experiment. It was wired in, and we were deceived. Okay.
No, we weren't. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. The Mix and Morley experiment was to measure the Earth's motion in relation to the ether. They did not find any ether wind. Ether was removed from science. Relativity came along and confirmed that the ether does not exist. We do not have an ether, and therefore experiments like the one done by Bob and using any interferometric fiber optic gyroscope in the world that uses the Sagnac effect as its mechanics shows that the Earth is rotating. The Earth is rotating. It's been measured.
It's not proven. You want 10 more quotes from scientists saying that
I don't care about your quote mines because
you don't care about Einstein, Stephen Hawking, George Ellis.
Hey, Brian, shut up. I don't care about quote mines. If you're going to use a quote, I expect you to talk about the entire article that quote is from, or the entire paper, including the maths behind those things.
When I tell you that when he ends the sentence with a lot of astronomers try to hide that it means he's talking about what he's talking about. It's not hard to understand, man. That's my other prediction, okay? So there's only one more left, man. And let's talk about this.
Sorry, no astronomers are hiding anything.
Let's talk about this, man. Look, how about something common sense wise, like the SpaceX cameras, like cutting off 8 times in a row, man. Like little shit like that.
Yeah. So what, Brian? So what? Stop. So what? Yep. Right? Sometimes they don't cut out, sometimes they do. But do you know why they do? Because there is a fucking massive 25 to 30 ton rocket landing on it. Now, just give me 1 sec, and I will get a video up showing that.
I've seen it. I was thinking, man, if the cameraman. I was thinking this. It's like
sorry, cameraman. Did you say cameraman?
No. Look, no. If he was like a young, let's say, deep state. He was a young deep state. He was like, Dad, man, we can't make the camera cut out again. And
what are you talking about?
Dad's like, listen. The dad's like, yeah, man, dude, don't worry about it, son. They'll believe it, man. And the son's like, no, they're gonna catch on, Dad. And the dad's like, no, they're that stupid. We could cut the camera out every time, son. They would argue for us. Don't worry about it, son. The son's like, really? They're that stupid, Dad? We could just cut the camera out every single time?
Again, Brian.
Some of us ain't
Brian,
stupid,
shut up.
brother.
Brian, you're being stupid. Stop it. There is a reason the camera cuts out. There's a fucking 25 to 30 ton rocket landing on it. However, many times they have recorded it not cutting out. Now, just watch this video for a sec.
I know what that is up.
technically did land, just not in one piece.
So yeah, they do capture it landing many times, not always successfully, but to claim that they don't, it always cuts out is just false.
I've just
And it makes sense. It makes
SpaceX
sense
launch
that it
building.
cuts out sometimes.
I seen it on TV, man. It's not the last one. I guess it was about 3 weeks ago. And I went outside to see because I'm not too far from Cape Canaveral, and I went out to see, and because it counted down to 0 and it wasn't up there. But I went back out there. I was like, man, let me go see just for the hell of it. So I went back out there like about 5 minutes later, and here it come, man. Sure enough, man, up in the sky, man. So I grabbed my camera and filmed it, and it happened to line up with a wire. It was awesome, I will say that. And there's shit launching down there. Okay? Anybody who don't live, I live right by Cape Canaveral. There's shit launching. That's for sure. I'm not denying all that. I ain't saying you got badass technology and all that, but
so basically, SpaceX do what they say they do and have sent people to space now. So
man, I'm a skeptic, man. I'm a skeptic. So, man,
no, you're not a skeptic. You're a denialist, Brian. Brian, you're not a skeptic. You're a denialist.
Man, I come from common sense, man. If they
you come from not having an education and not knowing what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Oh, really? So that's what this is about now, dude?
Well, no, it's clear. You don't have any arguments as to why things are wrong.
Why are you debating me then if you think that's how low you think of me, dude?
Because I like to hear a stupid person say stupid things, but you don't even know what the Maximorley experiment was for. You don't understand the results from it. You try to twist it to suit your narrative. When the results have already been defined and relativity has been experimentally proven, therefore the results. No. I don't care what Maximorley. I don't care what they did. The results of their experiment.
The shit, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
He did not believe their explanation.
But he also. No, he also never denied the results. He never denied the result.
Okay.
No, you shut up and listen for a second.
Let me ask you a question.
No, you shut up and listen for a second, Brian. He never denied the results.
Wait, how is the amperometer measuring our spin,
will you stop? I'm
but not
talking.
our movement
Will you shush?
rate?
I'm talking, right? He didn't like the results, but he did not deny the results. He went to his deathbed saying,
"I still don't." No,
he never denied the results. The results was a no result, and he didn't deny the result. No, Brian, shut up. He didn't deny it.
Denying the results of the experiment, bro.
No, you're wrong. He didn't deny it. He didn't like it. There is a difference. He never denied it because the results were what they were.
No, he was...
Citation fucking needed. Citation needed.
Let me ask you a fair question.
No, citation needed.
How is the Sanyak experiment... Okay, how did it measure our rotation but not our motion forward? Okay?
It does.
With the same reference frame. It proved the ether, dude.
No, it doesn't.
Teach you that shit, man.
No, it doesn't. The ether doesn't exist. It was removed from science, and relativity backed that up. Relativity is experimentally...
Let's apply some common sense, bro.
No. Relativity's been. Brian, shut the fuck up and listen. Stop over talking me. Relativity has been experimentally proven. Can you debunk all of the experiments that demonstrate relativity to be true?
If you're going to use the math formulated in the experiment, to prove it, then yeah, that's like using GPS to prove a globe. It's retarded, dude. Anybody
GPS does prove a fucking globe.
Better. Dude, it's like using GPS to prove a globe. It's retarded.
GPS does prove a globe, you fucking retard. Look, Crayon Muncher, GPS does prove a globe.
GPS was a global positioning system. It's made with the azimuth assigned to it that they entered into their system.
It's made with satellites in space, you fucking idiot.
The measurements are going to match a globe.
It's made with satellites in space, you fucking idiot.
Peter, you really don't know this shit, dude?
Yes, I know this stuff. It's made with satellites in space.
Bro.
What do you mean, wow? Are you denying that it's made with satellites? No, Brian, shut the fuck up. Are you denying? Brian, shut up. I'm asking a question. Are you denying?
Bro, you have to let me talk one time, dude.
I'm asking you a question. Shut up. Shut up. I am fucking asking you a question. Do you deny GPS is made with satellites in space?
Dude, I can show you the satellites. I can show you real pictures of the satellites and their own fucking balloons, okay?
That is not GPS satellites. Right? There are things called satellites. Dude, there are things that are called satelloons.
Say something real quick?
1 second.
You missed the memo,
Brian,
bro.
shut up. 1 second. Let me fucking respond to that idiotic thing that you are saying. The satellites are... Will you shut up? Fucking stop interrupting me. The satellites on balloons that you are talking about are weather monitoring stations that are temporary. There has been satellites in orbit operational for over 30 years. Team, what were you going to say?
Yeah, bro, you believe any fucking thing. Some of us don't believe
Ryan, shut up.
Stupid as shit. Mute him for a second. I'll give you a chance. You can defend your stupidity in a second.
Go ahead.
Okay.
If you start ragging on me again,
Ryan, shut up.
The third dumbest thing.
He's cool. I'll shut up.
The dumbest thing that this guy has said tonight. The third dumbest thing that you
what
said
kind
tonight
of fucking
is
show
that
is this, bro?
I'll have to mute you.
What kind of show is this?
You can't use math. You can't use math to prove geometry when geometry is a branch of mathematics.
I know, right?
Like you just said, you can't use math to prove that the Earth is a globe. When you say a globe, you mean it's spherical. Sphere is a term used in geometry. Geometry is the branch of mathematics concerned with shapes. You're a fucking idiot.
Ding.
Ding.
All right, Brian.
He can talk again.
So, yeah. Any satellites you see on balloons are just weather monitoring stations that are temporary, okay?
Dude, can't even hear him now. Dude, he's fucking...
Brian, you there?
You don't even want to debate. Like, you want to debate
Hello?
or not?
You there? What's he doing?
I try to respond to you
Brian!
Every time I try to respond, he cuts me off.
It's not a debate. It's like a scolding.
Brian, hello?
You know?
Yeah.
It's a little kid.
Hello?
You know better than that. You know?
Brian, are you being told off by your mum?
I only had one more.
I think he's being told off by his mum.
My man is being told off by his mom in his fucking mid-30s.
Brian, you there? Brian.
We can hear everything, man. We can hear coaching from your physics instructor, dude.
Has he left?
Why you having your physics tutor read off the Michelson-Morley experiment to you?
Brian, you there? Brian, are you there?
Oh, that is so awesome.
I think he's rage quit, guys. Brian, you there?
Hello.
Oh, he's there. Did your mom tell you how to plug the mic back in? Guess not.
Brian, so, yeah, satellites aren't on balloons. There are some pictures. Brian, are you there? Has he forgotten how to use this headset or something?
Can I get a mic check? I can't hear nothing, man.
I can hear you. Hello, Brian.
Stupid coming in 5x5.
This is what it comes down to, muting your guest.
You're not muted. We can all hear you.
I can't hear
You're
nothing.
not muted, you
if,
fuck.
He's still ragging on me. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but...
Pull the headphones out of your ass. You don't have ears in your butthole. Pull your headphones out of your ass.
Oh, no, he's left. Oh my god, so I think he broke his headset or something.
Oh, yeah. He raged and broke his shit.
Let me just email him.
Oh, it was amazing to hear his mom in there. This is not a debate. You're right, it's not a debate. We're talking about the shape of the Earth. It's a fucking globe. That's why it's not a goddamn debate, lady. Now go make Brian some chicken noodle soup for the soul. He's gonna need it after this ass raping tonight.
My God, he's fucking stupid. Oh, wow, team, that was pretty epic.
I'm sorry, but that guy is fucking a moron, man. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Anytime someone brings up that 1 over 120, or 10 to the factor of 120 off.
Brian, you there?
Anytime they bring that up,
Yeah,
they better know what they're fucking talking about.
I lost the whole stream for a minute.
Yeah, we could hear you. Say hi to your mum for me.
That's my wife, my secretary.
Right, so
that's
yeah.
fucked up.
So
Your wife.
Just to clarify about the things you brought up so far, Brian, you're wrong about the Mux and Morley experiment. The results are null and relativity. Wait, hold on.
Why has he got to do that, man? He hears my wife here, dude. He's got to make a little smart ass comment and bring my wife in it, dude.
Are you gonna?
Dude, he's a
Get
nasty
the fuck
person.
up. Your wife is in the background. Your wife's in the background talking. We can hear her
Yeah,
talking.
no. Why you got to make
we
a
can hear
comment
her
like
coaching
that, man?
you,
Talking
okay?
about my mom, my
Because
wife.
I want to
Why
fucking
would
make a
you do
comment
that,
about that.
Because it's
Man,
funny.
Hold the
Never
fuck
have
up,
children,
dude.
never have
It was a
family,
fucking
don't
joke. You
got no
are
manners,
a fucking
bro.
soft snowflake. Stop being so.
Oh
I
my
don't care
God.
about my manners right now or not. You don't have any intelligence. Why should I?
Go
Why
back
should
and
I
listen to
respect
this.
your
I
lack of
got out one
intelligence?
sentence
Tell me why I
uninterrupted,
should
though.
respect your
Got
lack of
one sentence
intelligence.
uninterrupted.
Tell me why I should respect your lack of intelligence.
Dude, is that what this debate's about now? Discrediting me? And so let's talk about how stupid I am.
I'm not
Oh
discrediting
no, we
you.
don't
I'm
need to.
pointing
Do
out
that.
how
You've
wrong
shown that
you are.
yourself, Brian.
Huge fucking difference.
Yeah,
Huge
right,
fucking difference.
Brian.
I'm
Nobody likes
simply
to know
pointing
it all,
out that
bro.
you don't know what you're talking about.
Brian, can we go over?
Hey,
Nobody
the people
likes
in
to
the
know it all,
audience
bro.
would prefer the
It's
person
gonna-
speaking
Hey,
know what
man.
they're fucking talking about.
Hey,
It's
get your
clear
stuff, man.
that I know
Please
what I'm
get your
talking
stuff,
about here
dude.
and you don't.
She's right, man. I prepared all these arguments, man, and
Arguments. Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Let's go-
You won't let me get them
You
out.
actually
bro.
spent time out of your life. You spent time out of your life preparing arguments for this. You're
Yeah,
hilarious.
I'm a grown man. I don't know how long.
Hey,
I'm
I
gonna listen to
fucking
this
I
stuff.
admire your conviction to your fantasy.
Right.
And so much so that you write down fucking proofs for it.
Team, you're a bad man, dude.
But it's
okay?
pretty
You're a
fucking
genius,
stupid.
okay?
All right,
I can
team,
I
see-
am
give me a
bad
minute now.
man. You're right about that.
I
Right.
can see the team
All
almighty.
right, Brian,
okay?
stop. Brian, hold on.
Craig.
Brian, stop. All right.
Craig, why do every time I talk you have to stop me, bro? Just personal.
Because
question.
I've been trying to get this out for fucking 10 minutes and you keep
Craig, I
interrupting
haven't
me.
said one fucking sentence uninterrupted the whole show.
Well, listen for
What's
2
wrong
minutes.
with
We're
you,
going to
man?
go over some things. Pay attention. Okay? You ready?
Well
Right.
done.
The first argument
Go
you brought,
ahead.
the Muggs and Morley experiment. You are incorrect. The results of the Muggs and Morley experiment were null. And relativity...
Yeah, the guy who
Right, no,
created
you
the device
interrupted
wrong.
me again.
You're
You
right.
interrupted me again. Hold on.
You're right.
The
All right,
results of the Muggs and Morley experiment were null. Ether was removed from physics. Relativity, which has been experimentally proven, shows that that is true. The ether does not exist. Any interferometric fiber optic gyroscope measures rotation of the Earth. Now, satellite
Hey,
balloons.
okay.
Right?
Here's my rebuttal. Here's my rebuttal.
No, we've already heard your rebuttal to
Wait,
that.
wait. I just let you talk, and I don't even get to rebut.
Well, I haven't finished what I was
Here's my
saying.
rebuttal. Dude, you already said it. I want to tell you ain't heard my rebuttal yet.
Go on then.
I'm just saying, even if there is no ether, that does not prove we're moving around the sun, okay? So that experiment did not prove we're moving around the sun. It's never been proven, bro. Quit
It
acting like
absolutely
it
has.
hasn't been. Up your mind, bro.
It absolutely has, because interferometric fiber optic gyroscopes not only pick up a 15-degree rotation in 3 axes, but also a 1 degree.
Yeah, something's
approx-
spinning, bro. Something's spinning.
Hold on.
We
Hold
know
on.
that, right? But how is it picking up the spin
Brian,
and not the
Brian,
motion around
will
the
you
sun?
shut the fuck up and
You
stop
can't
in?
have both, bro.
This is why I keep interrupting, because you never actually let me finish what I'm saying. Shut the fuck up when I'm
All right,
talking,
go ahead,
alright?
Hank. Go ahead.
It not only picks up the 15-degree rotation in 3 axes, it also picks up a approximately 1 degree a day drift in 2 dimensions, which is our rotation around the sun. They cannot pick up anything apart from the movement of the thing they are physically touching. That is how they work. Okay.
Then if you're going to use that, then you have to admit that 95% of the ether was discovered in that explosion.
No, it wasn't, because you are
You can't have
misquoting
them
that.
both, dude. You can't have
I can't,
the
right.
Sagnac with the
What-
1/6 motion, and,
Right,
and you
you're-
can't have
what-
them both. You can't use the
No,
fucking
no,
transform.
you're wrong.
And
No,
claim that there's
Brian,
detected
Brian.
motion. You can't.
Brian, you're wrong about what you're saying, because there
Oh, my
wasn't a
God.
95% of ether. They measured to within 95% accuracy that the ether didn't exist.
If I send you a short video, will you play it?
It depends, because I've been hit with copyright
It's
strike
open
before.
source. No, it's open source. Let me see if I can even send it.
All right, and whilst you're doing that, I just want you need to answer a question for me.
All right. Yeah, it's open source. I just want to make sure.
Just give me 1 sec to find the thing I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's a pretty short one, man, but it'll do better than I can. And I'll see how you argue it. I mean, I'm sure you got a response, but to me, it's legitimate.
Right, so you are saying satellites are balloons. Well, then you need to explain this for me. An American satellite called GOES-3, or the Geostationary Operational Environmental Satellite System, was in operation for 38 years. Launched in 1978 and placed into a geostationary orbit, it was used for weather forecasting for the USA until, once unusable for its original design, it was repurposed as a communications satellite until it was decommissioned in 2016. The position of satellites can be tracked by literally anybody just using an app. I've got several on my phone. So you can confirm where satellites are, and it's actually still up there. And the position of a geostationary satellite means that it has to be 22,236 miles above the surface of the Earth, and it has to have a tangential speed of 1.91 miles per second. Under all known laws of physics, Brian, there is no balloons capable of reaching those heights or speed, let alone maintaining them for 38 years. Do you understand?
No.
Yeah, I know, but look, man, there's obviously stuff up there. There might, but I got problems like with the ISS, man. It's the record on the time viewed over here in North America was 9 minutes. It's claimed to be moving at 17,500 miles an hour. So if I just say like the typical long view would be 8 minutes, and that's putting it over 2,500 miles, man. That's putting it from one coast to the other. That's putting it off the coast of California to off the coast of here in the Carolinas and shit, man. And,
and there's no problem with that. Unless
problem.
you could wait, Brian. If you're claiming there's a problem with it, you need to show me the math to why there's a problem with that.
I mean, I have to find it, but it doesn't add up. But and also, why doesn't it shrink in angular size?
It does.
About
No, it absolutely does.
No, it don't.
Astronomy
A little
Live.
dot from the beginning,
No,
a
Astronomy
little dot
Live
at the end.
recorded it actually doing that. Not only shrinking in angular size, but changing angle in compared to the camera as it went over. Just check out Astronomy Live's channel because he debunks that like instantly.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this video. Okay, I finally found this. I'm gonna send it. It's like I said, it's a short video. And let me see. I'm gonna send it to your email real quick. You know what? I couldn't find the. Okay, I'm just gonna send a short one.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels. Like you.
Share. Email.
If a telescope is pointing at a star and both are stationary, then obviously the light comes straight.
Wait, the Mixon Gale wasn't even
What the heck?
a ether.
Yeah, this
experiment.
ain't that. Why ain't it sending, man? This. Dude, my shit. Why ain't it coming up, man? All of a sudden, nothing works. Yeah, this is actually the other
Flatter
experiment. There's a
technology
few
at
of
its
them.
finest.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I had to just confirm what I was thinking before I knew, but you're wrong about the Mixon Gale experiment because that wasn't even
maybe I am, man.
a similar experiment.
there's more than one interpretation though, man. You know, using them transform, would that be the logical step if you got a null result? And all the conclusions say, well, we already know we're moving around the Earth, so now we can make all these transforms and shit. We can come up. What logical thinker comes up with a
Oh my god, I got
that
so
says
much
the
warrior
apparatus trying to
shit.
arm an apparatus
And I
trying
do
to-
Einstein,
know that I'm
he was a very
missing
smart
pretty much
guy.
every single warrior item on
It's not a
out of
logical
this
mean,
raid.
Your own words. What
it's
does
an
it mean
assumption.
to
And I just got
transform?
4 of them.
Yeah.
Can you tell me
No,
in your own
Nice.
words?
Dude,
what you
yeah,
think
you're
it
gonna
means
make
to
it
transform?
7-6. You're gonna get 1-6 or something, and then turn it into 6-6. Dude, shut the fuck up, dude.
No, don't. Hey, whoa, no, Brian, hold the fuck up. Brian, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck. Hey, shut up. Shut up. Brian, stop. Brian, stop.
Dude, all he's doing is questioning my personal knowledge.
Brian,
dude,
will you
instead of
stop?
the argument.
Brian, shut the fuck. Oh my god, shut up. Brian, shut up. Brian, don't make me mute you. Don't make me mute
I'm
you.
not perfect with all the transforms,
Brian,
but I
will you-
understand them. Okay?
Brian, I'm going to mute you. If you don't shut up when I'm talking, I will mute you. Now fucking listen. Team asked you a simple question. Do not then go off at him like that, all right?
He asked me a question to try and discredit me any way he can. Dude.
Well,
That's
yeah,
all he's
no.
trying to do the whole
He asked
show.
you a
I just
question
wanted
to
to
see
know
what your
the
knowledge
reason
my
was.
gut, man. Nasty person or something, bro.
You brought up transforms, and I would just like you to define in your own terms what a transform is.
Yeah, it's a simple.
Okay, you can
What does it mean to what does it mean to do a Lorentz hold on.
Okay.
No, what does
So
it mean to do a
just
Lorentz
trying to
transformation?
Discredit me. I know your little snaky ways. If you can transform fucking time and mass with dilation transforms, right? You can transform reflections. You can transform.
Brian,
fucking, I mean,
no, listen
dude,
to the
hold on,
question.
man.
He asked you a specific question.
I hear the
What
question.
is
bro.
a
It's trying to take the 1/6 measured and turn it into into the right amount.
No,
dude.
you're not listening.
That's not it.
Brian, listen. He asked you what specifically is a Lorentz transformation.
Okay.
Not even what's a Lorentz transformation. Just what does transformation mean?
Mixes the vectors. It's the math equation which mixes the vectors with the absolute mass. Okay, and transforms to mathematically show that we are moving in a frame of reference, bro. It's all about frames of reference.
Can I have some
what
blue
you
cheese
mean-
dressing with that word salad, please?
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Okay,
You don't know what a
how do you
transform
go
is.
from
All
one
you had to
coordinate
say was you
system
don't know
to
what a
another
transform
It's
is.
a transform, okay? Look, it's the same thing. It's like if you're trying to transform. It's a mathematical way to make something fit. If you ask me, it's math. It's just math. It's not good for nothing, dude. Yeah, you can laugh all you want. All it does is make something match something.
You brought up. No, hold on. Let me tell you why I'm laughing though, because I don't want.
What do you want
to
me
think
to
I'm
do?
just
From hold
laughing
your
at you
hand while I explain it,
because
dude?
it's fun.
It boils down
what
to
I
reference
want you to
frames,
do
you know?
is explain in your own words. Explain in your own words. It
No,
doesn't,
you
you
want
can't
me
just
to
say I'm
fail.
bringing up transformations
tell
and
me how
not
stupid
being
I
able
am.
to
That's
explain
what
what
you want, bro.
transformation is. Who brought up transformations? Who brought up transformations? Me or you?
That's part of the explanation.
Explain it to
of
me
the
like I'm
experiment.
5. Explain it to me
Okay.
like I'm 5. What a transformation does.
Dude.
Don't just say it has to do with reference frames. Tell me what a transformation does.
Okay, let's say this. Let's say you take something, okay, and you want to stick it up your butt, right? But it don't fit, right? It doesn't fit. But you want to show mathematically that you can cram it up your ass. It
Well,
doesn't quite fit.
you're showing everybody that
Hold
you don't
on,
know
hold
what
on,
you're
hold
talking
on.
about. It's not me.
I'm gonna transform this dick
It's
up your
not
ass.
me that's showing.
Hold on, I'm
hey,
gonna transform
listen,
this
it's
dick
not
up
me
your ass.
that's showing that you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm just asking
you
the
want
right
this thing
questions.
to work
You are
mathematically,
showing
right?
your own fucking
You want it to match.
stupidity.
You want it to match, right? So they need the math to match.
No,
so
that's
they
not what that means.
invented the transform equations. Okay, what's his name? George Laplace or whatever his name is. He came up with the lens.
You don't even know how to say the guy's name?
Yeah,
Go
Laplace.
ahead. I'm
Laplace.
sorry.
There you go.
I don't want to
You
give you a
study
hard
this
time
shit,
about that. Go ahead. No shit. Maybe you
I know.
should too, right? Don't you think so? Don't you fucking think if you're gonna come up here and talk about it, you should be educated in it? I do.
Hey,
I am educated in it,
If
bro.
I
Brian,
didn't know what I was
Brian.
talking about, I would just shut the fuck up.
so Brian,
Dude,
if I said to you,
see,
hold on,
but
Brian,
you
let me
lack the common sense, man.
Brian.
You need a little common sense, and what part of that experiment would make
All right,
you
Brian,
even
hold on.
think
We're not
of
done with transform, right? Do you? All right, I want you to listen to the words that
So
I'm
now
saying.
we're debating transformed, right? Now we're debating transformed.
Will you shut up and listen?
So now it's a math debate.
Didn't you bring it up?
You brought up
Dude, the
transform.
transform.
Will you shut up and listen? Oh my God, I'm trying to talk.
Bro.
Shut up.
But you're trying to act like a transform proves something,
Will you shut
dude. It
up?
does not.
Will you shut up? All right? Do you understand these words? A transform is a monotronic isomorphism from one coordinate
Dude, I
range
could have
to
fucking
another.
Wikipedia and I was trying to explain it.
Do you want to listen or?
Go ahead.
All right. A transform is a monotonic isomorphism from one coordinate range to another. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah, to make them fucking match, bro. To make them
fucking match, bro. Genius.
Dude,
well done.
Really, dude.
To make it fucking
Just
match,
saying, I
bro.
I could have Wikipedia'd it and played some fucking, I'm just trying to give you knowledge that I have, okay? I don't know it all, but I understand it, okay?
Guys.
If I haven't told you enough for you to at least acknowledge that I understand it, enough to debate it.
You don't understand it,
man,
though, in the slightest.
That's dishonest. Okay, listen here, though. Did you? Why don't you play that little short video, man? We can take a break.
What video? Oh, this one.
It's like
Ares' failure. Oh, goodness me.
Yeah.
You know Ares' failure actually was a failure because it failed to detect the ether, right?
Yeah, once they applied transforms to it, it failed. Everything failed that worked before. Yeah, you can transform it all, bro. You can't just stop there. Once you transform when you transform to time, you can't stop there.
That's a 6-minute video, by the way. I'm not playing the entire thing.
I mean, not the mass. First, you got to transport. If you're going to transport the arm of the equipment, right? Then you got to say, why did it? If it shrank, then it had to get there quicker, right? So you got to dilate the time, right? Then you got to transform the time, right? And then if you transform the time, wait a minute. Then you got to transform the mass. It's just a snowball effect of crap, dude. If you ask me. Yeah, the math works and transforms and stuff
oh God.
to a certain degree. Team Skeptic, it transforms exact.
So, can you tell me?
I stopped listening to you.
Oh, no. I asked one question. That's my first question I've asked him. Are transforms exact math, team?
Yeah, you can transform. Yeah, if you have an exact knowledge of a system and a coordinate system, you can do a transform to a new coordinate system. Yes, exact.
So you can mix variables exactly, right? God, you're so dishonest, bro.
What do you
in
mean
what way is
by
he
you can
dishonest?
mix variables exactly? Do you know? Oh, hold on. Do you know what a space-time globe is?
Are radians fucking?
Do you know what a space-time globe? Hold on.
Are radians exact now, dude?
Know what a space-time globe is?
You're not honest, bro. I don't even want to talk to you. You're not fucking honest.
What do you mean a radian? What the question you're
I'm just
asking
saying,
is
I'm just bringing up.
what do you mean
up random
are
shit.
radians?
DFTY guys.
Are you saying are you saying that
like in
90
trig,
degrees
is
exactly pi radians? Yes.
Is angular measurement
yeah,
exact
that 90
math,
degrees is pi radians.
Oh
yes.
my God.
90 degrees is pi radians.
So,
I'm sorry.
trigonometry.
180 degrees is pi radians.
So wait. So angular.
I said that wrong.
No. 360. But look.
So getting back to the next thing
I believe is 2 pi.
The next thing you brought up was Ares' failure.
2 pi. Dude, now you're talking about fucking. You're talking about getting volume and shit of a fucking sphere, dude.
No, you asked her. Hold on. Shut up.
No,
listen. Listen.
I
You just asked. Shut up and listen. You just asked if radians were existent. Hold on. You just asked if radians were exact. I said yes. I said yes. 180 degrees is exactly pi radians. Yes or no?
Right.
Yes or no? 180 degrees is exactly pi radians. Okay, then radians are exact. That's the answer to that.
I'll give you that. Yeah, you answered that. And then I asked you, as fucking distance measurements through trigonometry, are they exact?
Are distance measures through trigonometry exact?
Yeah, like using trig to
what
get
do you mean by that question?
Is it exact? I mean, is it exact? Like 1 + 1 is exactly 2. Is it exact?
Yes, in Euclidean geometry, it's always going to be exact. Yes, that's why it's a mathematical. That's why it's a field of mathematics. But let's say you're talking about like planar geometry, will be different than spherical geometry, for instance.
Yeah, I would say planar geometry. Yeah, would be the exact aspect of it if you want to look at it like that. But man, I'll be honest, man. I really didn't come here to debate
Look
math,
at what,
man.
like what?
I had a few.
It didn't come into debate.
I had a few points.
What's that dude from?
Are you willing to? It doesn't come down to that, though, man. The experiment really doesn't come down to that, man. That's like a side road. Yeah.
So right,
hey,
let's talk about Ares failure.
Well,
before I play it, I want to ask you: can you tell me what Ares failure experiment, what the actual experiment was?
Yeah,
I'd like to know that.
to see which moving, the stars or the ground, right? So
no.
In other words,
no, it wasn't.
Listen,
that's not what it was for, though. That's not what the experiment was. No, it wasn't.
Listen.
No.
It was to detect the ether.
No. Yeah, but how was it to detect the ether?
Look, Craig.
Was it to detect the ether, or was it to detect the stars or Earth moving?
Let me say something real quick, bro.
Which one was it?
If something is not your interpretation, bro, that doesn't mean no.
No, I'm not going with interpretation. I'm going with facts.
You're going with your science, bro.
No, I'm going with the facts from the experiment, not the flat Earth twist on it. Now, you brought up the Ares failure, so tell me, was it to try and detect the ether, or was it to detect the movement of the stars versus the ground? Which one was it?
It's saying, they added the ether twist to it, if you ask me. You want to call it...
Well, I'm not asking you, I'm asking for actual facts.
You call it the
So it was to detect the ether. Dude, it was a simple question. Dude, it was a simple question. What was the experiment to detect the ether, or was it to detect the movement of the stars versus the movement of Earth? Which one was it?
Same thing, dude.
No, it's not.
Same thing, and it kind of. I mean, pretty much.
Please tell me the methodology of the experiment.
Dude, the reference frame is talking about.
Dude,
stars,
no.
Bro,
listen
okay?
to the words. Listen to the words coming out of my. Stop flapping your lips and listen to the words coming out of my mouth.
I'm just
Please,
saying, dude. Come on, man.
You're just saying a bunch of nothing. Now listen. Please explain the methodology behind the experiment.
Play the video. Play the video.
I'm not asking for. I will play it, but I want you to explain to me the methodology behind the Ares failure experiment first.
Obviously, I have no idea. Obviously, right? Obviously,
that's what I'm trying to understand. So,
they're pointing their telescope at the ether, I guess, bro.
Right. So
I guess they're checking the tilt. They're checking the tilt of the ether to see.
They're checking the tilt of the ether. They're checking the. Oh my God! Fuck's sake!
I mean, what do you want to hear? Just a bunch of.
I want you to actually explain what the experiment was, because you've no fucking clue. Right? By means of.
I just said you cut me off, dude.
You said a bunch of stuff about.
Okay. In a nutshell. Okay.
Go on then.
He takes a telescope. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he said normally you have to angle. I don't know if it's exactly. He says 5 degrees, but I don't know about that. It depends on the telescope. But so let's just say your telescope, you have a 5-degree tilt. Okay. To the star, your telescope, and line it up 5 degrees, right? He takes one, okay, and does that. Then he takes another telescope. He fills it up with water, right? Okay. Then he moves the telescope. So he's got them both lined up at a star. They're next to each other. They point the exact same star. You with me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now he puts them in motion, right? He puts them in motion. Both of them. The one with water. And they're still pointing at the exact star. So there it is. So then you draw your conclusions from it. So if you have to tilt your your telescope anymore, then that means pretty much that the star is moving. It's the star moving. But if the light has already left the star, independent of the star, so that's where they
left the star independent of the star.
That's where they pertain to the ether. In other words,
what they were doing, because I don't think you really know.
Dude, you're asking me. I'm trying to teach you something, dude. You don't even want to hear it.
No, I mean you're saying so many words.
This is the common layman's interpretation of this, dude. Anyway, here it comes down to this. They did not have to tilt the telescope anymore. The light came. Okay, so in other words, their theory was if the Earth is moving, they should have to tip the telescope an additional however many degrees. Because of the speed of light, but pretty much it's coming from the star. In other words,
so wrong.
Man, how do I explain this, dude?
So down
to this. If he tips the telescope, it pretty much proves in a simple way, man. If he doesn't have to tip the telescope, then the light propagates independent of the source. Okay, I won't say star this time. But the star is the source. That's why I said star.
I need to stop you because you're so wrong. Again, it wasn't to test if the Earth was moving.
It's common sense, dude.
It's not common sense. Right, you're getting the entire experiment wrong. It's very simple. Through means of a water-filled telescope, they look for a change in stellar aberration through the refracting water due to aether drag. The same as with Muggs and Morley, the drag that the Earth would apparently cause on the aether whilst rotating around the star would change the speed of light from certain reference frames. But, like all other aether drift experiments, he obtained a negative result, which is why it is called Airy's failure. Do you understand?
That is insane, bro. Okay.
No, that's
Common
the actual
sense-
facts behind it.
Common sense should tell you. Okay.
Common
First
sense
of
tells
all,
me you don't know what you're
Morley,
talking about. You haven't the first clue what
Common
you're talking
sense
about.
tells me that if I make a device to measure the Earth's speed and it shows that I'm not moving, the answer is it's not moving.
It
Okay?
wasn't.
That's
It wasn't trying to
first
measure
off,
the Earth's
common
speed.
sense.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
How long did it take them to come up with the transforms necessary for relativity? How long did it take them to put that shit together collectively?
Probably quite a
To
while.
abolish ether. How long did it take them to abolish ether mathematically?
Irrelevant. I'm gonna ignore the question.
It's a good question though, man. It took
No, it's
all
not a good
them
question.
years
It's a
to
completely
fucking-
irrelevant
Yes, it is,
question.
'cause there was a
Right, shut up,
revolution
Brian,
that
because
time.
what you keep doing is you get proven wrong and then try and talk about something else. You
How am
were
I got
wrong
proven wrong, bro?
because you don't even know what the Aries failure experiment was for. I've just explained it to you,
Dude,
and your
I'm trying to
response. Shut up!
common
Shut up!
sense,
Shut the
bro.
fuck up! Stop
I'm trying to
interrupting
break
me!
it down so even you can
Stop
understand,
interrupting!
bro.
Shh, I'm gonna mute you if you
You
interrupt
got
me.
no
Right?
common
No.
sense,
Okay,
man.
I'm
Y'all
gonna
might
mute you then.
have
You don't know how to shut
Calm
up.
down, Karen. Calm down, Karen.
Brian,
Okay,
now,
let the
if you
adults
don't
talk.
shut
Go
up
ahead,
when I'm
Mike.
trying to talk, I will mute you. Do you want? No, you're still shouting. Brian, listen.
Go ahead.
Shut up when
I
I'm
just
talking,
realized
or I'm going to
that,
mute you. Next time you
I could have
overtalk me,
used
you just
the
get muted
portal
instantly.
and
Do you
fucking
understand?
Stormwind to get to
I'm done with this
Silithus.
childish bullshit, bro.
You're acting
I
like
mean,
a
When
child.
you want to
you
let me
realise
talk,
that.
Oh,
I'll
you're
come
gonna
back.
be a globe
When you want to
earther?
get
Oh,
rid of
you're
team and let
finally
me
gonna
talk,
be
I'll
a
come
globe
back.
earther?
We have a
God damn it.
moderator.
Nice.
This is
So,
not
are
a
you
debate.
are you going to shut the fuck
I'll
up and let me
moderate.
talk?
Yeah, you call it whatever you want, bro. This is childish.
Are you gonna run
bullshit.
away
When
now?
We got a moderator.
Are you going to run away like
When
a
we
little
have a
baby?
neutral moderator,
Oh,
I will
stop
debate
call
you. I will
ambulance.
smash you, bro.
Ambulance needed for
Okay.
Calm
for
down,
Brian.
Karen.
I invite
Calm
you
down,
to
Karen.
have a
Are you going to
debate
run away, little
on
boy?
it.
You going to run away?
Yeah, I'm gonna run away. Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
little boy.
look
Yep,
at him
yep,
run!
yep, yep.
As
Right,
soon
this
as
is stupid,
as soon as he gets
Won't be
challenged
the
and
first one this year.
can't
Dude,
deal with me
your
because he
moderator
won't talk.
jumped out
Oh,
of the
look at
gate.
you,
This is
little
stupid, bro. It's
baby.
childish, okay? Call me a baby if you want. I'm a
wasn't a
baby. I'm
moderator.
a baby. Yeah, I'm a baby.
Why did you think I was a
Anyway,
moderator?
my invitation
Why did you think
extend.
I
I
was a
extend the
moderator?
invitation to.
I'm here
get
whenever
another moderator.
I'm
I
here
will
whenever you
come
want.
back.
I'm here whenever you want, little baby. If you want to run away, that's up to you.
Look, you got my email. If you want to have a debate with a neutral moderator.
If you want to run away, then you lose the debate. That's
the
up
fact
to
of the matter is
you.
we're both behaving like idiots.
If you want to run away right now, that's fine. I'm trying to talk to you, but every time I talk, you overtalk me. Are you gonna go?
Back up, calm down, and shit.
Are you gonna run
I
away?
will debate you, bro.
Are you going?
Invite me back. But we
This
gotta have a
counts as
neutral
one of my
moderator,
rage quits for the year.
All right, yeah, you can count as a rage quit.
So
But,
I've been trying to
like I
ask
said,
you a
I
question for
got no
ages,
problem with
but you
man.
just
I
keep no. Every time I talk, he just doesn't stop. Are you unaware how
Go
conversations
back.
work?
You never let me finish one sentence, bro.
Are you unaware how conversations work? Where one person talks
I
and then
never
the other
even
person
got
talks?
out of my opening remarks without getting called an idiot, bro. What is that, man? You know?
So
Don't say idiotic
If
shit.
you want to call it a rage quit, that's fine. I'm trying
Are
to
you-
extend the invitation. Say,
Are you
man, I
gonna?
appreciate
No,
the invitation,
I've been
man.
trying to talk for a few minutes about Aries failure, and you keep just
Dude, I'm not
over-talking me.
gonna do this where I can't even talk, bro. I'll do it with a different moderator who can control.
Well, I've been
us
trying to
both,
talk
man,
to you.
and,
Like,
stay
team
fair.
hasn't said anything for
And,
ages,
with
but every
team
time I
not
talk,
here,
you
okay?
overtalk me.
If you want it, you got it. If not, I'm sorry, bro.
Are you
Okay?
gonna?
If you want me to rage
Are you
quit,
gonna
that's
let
fine.
me carry on with what I'm saying, or are you gonna run away?
I'm gone, dude. You're not letting me talk, bro. I'm gone. But look, man,
I've
I'll
been
do
trying
it
to
any
talk,
other
and you
time
keep
want,
over-talking me.
But
I
it's
like
gonna have to
the
be a
add-on
fair
memory.
moderator Or not. You can hate
What
me,
the
whatever,
fuck?
bro. You can hate my guts,
Or you could
whatever,
just
man.
stay there for a minute and listen to what I've been trying to say.
I'm not doing this.
Brian, will
Dude,
you fucking listen?
What the hell?
I'm not
Brian,
doing this.
act like an adult
We're
and
talking
listen
over
for
each
2
other.
seconds.
We're acting like idiots because team got us riled up right off the bat.
Brian.
That's stupid.
I'm trying to talk. Will you stop for 2 minutes? Act like an adult, please.
What is
I'm not
that?
doing this, bro. I'm
Right,
not
now
doing
shush.
this, man. I'll let you talk. I'll
Brian.
let you talk, and then I gotta go.
What
Stay close
add-on
to stay.
just
You don't need to run away because you
eating
haven't
my
finished,
memory?
right?
Then.
We're talking
I'm
about
not doing this with team here,
Oh
bro.
my
This
God.
is-
Will you shut up and let me talk? And just then respond, okay? We were talking about Aries failure. Aries failure was an ether drag test and it was negative. That's the end of the discussion about that. There is no interpretation.
I'm just saying the whole debate's been shut up and let you talk. That's crazy, dude.
Well, no,
Need a neutral platform or neutral moderation at least.
See, every time I literally stopped to let you respond, then and you just started blabbing nothing. All right.
I didn't even hear you, man. It cut out.
Right. Are you listening? Is he gone?
Can you hear me, dude? I'm having troubles here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, refresh your link.
You're gonna have to repeat that, bro. I need you to repeat that.
Right. Ares failure, like all other Aether drag tests, showed that the Aether didn't exist. It was a negative result. That's why it's called Ares failure.
Yeah, but what did the experiment literally show? Okay.
That there is no Aether drift. That there is no apparent.
Look,
no, wait. You just asked me. You just asked me a question. Let me answer. You asked me a question. Let me answer. All right.
Okay.
It measured that there was no apparent change in light due to a drag in the Aether. That's what it measured. It's as simple as that.
So they got no result.
They got no result showing that there was no Aether.
How are you saying there was Aether in the experiment, bro? You're giving me the results. I want what happened.
I'm not saying there was Aether in the experiment. The test was an Aether drag test.
What I'm saying is, what did they do in the experiment? Can you explain what you think they did?
I told you.
No, you're bringing up Aether. Aether is a conclusion.
No, it's not.
Conclusion, bro.
No. The test was to test for Aether drag. That was what the test was.
So how do they do that, bro? You can't even detect Aether, right? There was no
That's
Aether,
what
right?
they were testing.
Why are they retesting it? Wait, didn't they abolish Aether? Why would they retest it?
Because some people wanted to do more tests.
It just showed no motion, bro.
Same reason
and
people...
It didn't. No, it didn't show no motion because it wasn't testing the motion of the Earth.
Brian.
I'm sorry, Ares failure... Brian, hold on. Ares failure can't show no motion because it wasn't testing the motion of the Earth.
Hey, let me speak real quick. They actually... Brian, this is for you. They actually have scientists that are, in today's era of physics, that are trying to test Aether theory. Okay, it's not gone. It's been scientifically disproven, but there are people out there who think that there is still something to the theory, and they are still testing it to this day. It's not successful, but it doesn't mean people have stopped trying.
What?
Also, Ares failure was done before the Muggs and Morley experiment. Brian, you there? Is he left?
I mean, I wasn't mean to him that
He's
time.
Googling right now.
Nice. Nope.
That's actually true or not.
He's actually gone.
Probably.
Support that there are still scientists that are trying to test Aether theory, but none of them are successful.
Like him like going, oh, well, I can't have a debate. Like, you're not acting like you won't let me talk. But like every time I tried to speak, he literally interrupted me. Like, man, flat earthers are all fucking idiots.
That's why I threw the... Yeah, that's why I put the wig on him. He was already demanding to speak to a moderator.
To speak to my manager. Might as well be Karen. Alright, there we go then, guys. That was Brian Leakey. Kind of went as I expected it to, really. Why don't I read the super chats that you guys have sent? And as always, the amount of support is amazing. There was over like 950 here at one point, nearly 1,000 people. Thank you very, very much. And the support via super chats and everything is incredible. And I know not everybody can support me financially and stuff, but if you want to help the channel and you're not able to super chat or become a member, the best way that you can actually help is to share my stuff on Facebook, etc. So yeah, Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias. If you spread the word about FTFE, it will help me grow. There's a lot of super chats, so let's just get into this. The plot hole for $2 says FTFE and team friendly reminder. Yeah, we meant to do that yesterday, but we totally forgot after the show. So maybe we'll do it tonight after the show and get that thing done for you. Ilya Moon for $5 says FTFE, this will be easy for you. All Brian does is yell and throw tantrums and not stop talking, apparently. Glass Monster for $2 says, can I join the dumpster fire? No, dude, not tonight. Iki Woodburn for $5 says, just showing my support. Thank you for the great entertainment. Thank you very much, Iki. I do appreciate it. Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand says, God, not 11 minutes of dumbass. Yes, Brian was extremely dumb. Vengeance0100 for £4.99 says, stop going live while I'm on nights, goddammit, lol. Well, can't you just, like, have me on in the background? I like to keep everyone entertained while they're working. Jessica G for $2 says, Paulie D thinks a lot, doesn't he? Or does he? Paulie D? What's that about, team?
I was not paying attention. Sorry, I was working on a meme.
Alright then. Elia Moon for $2 says, Jersey called and they want their hair back, Brian. I know, right? You see the picture he sent me for him? That's just ridiculous. Oh yeah, you do. Actually, let me put your screen up because that's a very good representation of Brian.
Oh, it's about to get better too. There we go. Should have already changed.
There we go. Nice. GPS
science and stuff, dude. Bro, SpaceX, I think it's fake, bro. I can't hear you, bro. Come on, my mom's calling. My wife is calling.
Oh, Nathan,
dude, he got so mad. You're attacking my wife. How the fuck am I attacking your wife? For all I know, you could be playing a fucking robot in the background and making it look like you have a wife.
It was clearly his mum, anyway.
Accept it for what it is. It was.
Yeah.
Either that or his wife smokes fucking cigars.
GPS became a new member. Thank you very much. As Nathan Thompson is in the chat, and you're now a member, you can use the groovy emojis of Nathan Thompson in jail. Let's give Nathan a bunch of those.
He's in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the chat.
He is in the chat. He loves me.
Yeah.
Nathan watches all of my stuff. Thank you, Nathan, for your constant support.
Here you go, Nathan. This is for you, bud. There you go.
Jessica G for $2 says, this guy was Brock Lesnar's first rejected child. Oofed. Jessica G for $2 says, hey, Stone Cold Steve Austin Jr., it's been 1 minute. Jessica G, you're awesome. Elia Moon for $2 says, when did Cena and Snooki have a baby? Oh, fuck me. Jessica G for $2 says, hey, Brian, say, and that's the bottom line. He rage quit. Digital Donic Davros for $5 Australian says, cherry picking like a Texas sharpshooter. Yeah, they can take all the articles and quote bits all they want, but they would never read the entire thing. They just read a quote and then draw a conclusion from that.
Let me explain that. So we have the ability to physically measure the energy density of a vacuum, right? And we also have the ability to calculate it. And the calculations versus the observed measured vacuum or energy density is off by a factor of 10 to the 120th. Okay, so that is what they mean when they say the biggest problem in cosmology right now is that there's this discrepancy behind what the theory predicts and what we actually observe. So he had no idea what he was talking about there when he just said, "Oh, the cosmological problem." Yeah, you just fucking pulled that off of an article. 100%.
Yeah, that's the Gleam handbook.
He couldn't even explain. Oh my god, that's when I got upset, and I was like, no, you are not going to misrepresent this goddamn science.
You were just getting me back for triggering JM on your channel, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right. Back to the super chat. Just jumped.
Sorry, I'm reading. I was reading the chat. Sorry about that.
That's right. Oh my god, guys! So many super chats. Thank you. Then we get down to Irish Demon for $2.99 Australian. Boomhauer for King of the Hill is a flat earther. Yeah, that's who I was trying to think of. Yeah, well, goddamn it, I'm not agree. Yeah, brilliant. Jessica G for $2 says, Team Skeptic, Brian is about to give you a stunner, a stone cold stunner. Gently Channel for £2 says, and it starts. Yeah, the dumpster fire definitely went off, didn't it? And Bella Charge for $2 New Zealand says, that's right, team, use no lube. Jow True for $1.99.
There were people in the chat trying to tell me to let him talk. Are you kidding me? He already got a chance to talk. I didn't even say nothing until about 6 or 7 minutes into his of everything being wrong. It wasn't until he got to the cosmological problem. He had already said that general relativity and special relativity were wrong. And I just bit my tongue on that. Anybody that knows that if I'm going to be a part of the debate, you should just understand that I'm not going to let them get away with bullshit. This isn't a real debate. If we set it up to have a specific time, we give them the time. When they come on and just talk, yeah, they can eat shit. When they say something wrong, I'm going to point out they're fucking wrong.
Yeah, if you don't want to be pointed out
just
wrong,
as I would
don't
expect
come
anybody
here.
to do for me.
JL Truth for $1.99 says, raw dog this brainless flurf team. No, team went hardcore on him. Jessica G for $2 says, Brian, say, I'm going to open up a can of whoop ass. No, I'll try and get him to say him next time that I talk to him. Stinger News 1 for $5 says, Florida man tries to fight the internet, loses. Florida Karen.
Right.
Not Florida man, Florida Karen. Look at him. JL Truth for $4.
Oh, Florida man.
JL Truth for $4.99 says, Brian, say,
no, you have
Concrete
to,
316 says I'm an idiot.
Keep it Florida man.
Jazzback Lebroni for £1.99 says, late to the debate,
yeah, well,
gonna watch from the start.
That's also
We've got an explosive one to listen to. Jessica G for $2 says, this is why I want to smash bottoms with Team Skeptic. I think we need to set you two up.
Who said that?
Jessica.
Oh. Yo.
Angel Gary
yeah,
for...
I'll set that up for you, Jessica. We'll do it online.
On his Pornhub account.
Yeah, exactly.
Angel Gary for $4.99 says, you are quoting every scientist that says the Earth is moving around the sun. Dumpster fire much? Absolutely. Gel True for $1.99 says, caution, first 3 rows may get wet or set on fire. Outlaw Jer for $2 Canadian says, ask NSYNC how much puka shell necklaces he owns. My God, he really does look like he could be in a late 90s boy band, doesn't he?
Oh.
Peter's Prime for $5 Australian says, OMG, where did you find this yokel? Sounds like he needs to go back to gator hunting. Ex Jessica for $5 says, just got here, I came into a screaming skeptic. FTFE showing the dumpster fire gif. BRB getting popcorn and marshmallows to roast this fire. We do like to entertain you guys. JL True for $1.99 says, interpretation is the new perspective. I know. It's just your interpretation of the results, man. No, they're the actual results, not my interpretation of them. Sign Step for $5 says, arguing about century-old experiments, sigh. Well, I guess is better than arguing relative density or radiation from the sun being hot. I know, I wanted to get pinning down a lot more things, but he's rage quit number 13, I think, for the year. Jessica G for $2 says, watch out, team. Good old JR threw him a chair.
I am out of range.
Stringer News 1 for $5 says, stick to concrete and concrete accessories, Brian. Don't tell me he's in construction. I don't want him fucking building anything that I have to live in.
No, he said he was surveying. That's what he said he was.
He's a surveyor.
Which we did not get to. That's what he said.
Fuck me, that's dangerous.
So he said in the thing. I wrote it down. The moment he said it, I was like, oh God. Gotta ask him if he knows what fucking spherical excess is.
Robeeb for $2. A quote from Brian. I would rather die than learn. Yeah, absolutely. I'd rather die than learn your pseudoscience team.
Right.
Fucking
oh, when he said, I'd rather chop my head off, I'll sharpen the axe and put it in your hand.
I know,
and
right?
put the fucking, make sure we put a fucking thick-ass stump underneath you.
Mr. Unite for the Children for $2 says, just got back. Glad to see it's going well. Great Circle for £5 says, time to stop trying to debate deeply complex cosmological semantics. Need to pull Flurfs back to aspects like, where does the sun go? And prove it. Yeah, you're right. Flurfs are doing anything they can to dance around obvious things like, where does the sun go? Where's the edge of the earth? Why can we measure the curve? John Rapp for $2 Australian. Everyone please say hi to John Rapp in the correct way. Brian, it's a discussion, not back of the job site. Some Belgian dude for €6.66, Hail Sagan. Team, I'd appreciate if you let people be stupid for longer before you start shouting. It's much more fun to hear they're stupid than you shouting. No, he needed to be shouted at there, dude, honestly. What you don't understand is me and team deal with this stupid day in, day out. Sometimes we have to let it loose.
Okay, we got people saying concrete flowing contractor is what he said he was. But I also had heard him say he did surveying, so maybe he was just mentioning that he did surveying and passing or something, or that he does that with the concrete pouring. But I just heard him say that he did surveying.
I don't want him doing anything with building materials, honestly. Peter's Prime for $2 says, is ignorance bliss to these flirts? Yeah, they must live in absolute bliss. Badron88 for $2 says, I don't believe your science. All flirts ever. Absolutely. Mitch Gardner for £2 says, what the fuck have I just walked in on? Dumpster fire. That's what you walked in on. JL True for $1.99 says, for some reason, B. Rye, I don't believe you. No, I don't believe him either. Coaster Chaser for $2 says, like the fucking video, bro. Good or bad? Yeah, everyone. There's 690 of you watching right now, so everyone smash that like button for me. Jackalope Herdmaster for $5 says, hit the like button if you haven't done so yet. This debate deserves all the likes. Thank you. Label is fun for $10 says, fact. Before the interferometer, Michelson measured the speed of light to the most accurate possible at that time. The interferometer was a direct result of Michelson knowing the speed of light. Yeah, they never know the actual proper experiment and what it represents. They just know the flat earth interpretation of it. God's Auditor for $2 says, deep state pizza gate, large fries, chocolate shake. Peter's Prime for $2 Australian says, Brian, you are ignorant. It's okay though. It's not okay to be ignorant. It's really not. These people should not be this ignorant. It's not allowed. I hate it. Then we've got jail. No, sorry, it's just jumped to me again. One sec. Where is it? There we go. Jacane726 for $5 says, disproving one thing does not prove another. Jail Truth for $4.99 says, man, I'm in the middle of a debate. I'm totally schooling these guys. No, you're not. Jail Truth for $4.99 says, don't talk about my girl, bro. I'll punch your daylights out. Now make like a tree and get out of here. I know he didn't like the fact that we were talking about his mum wife. Except, don't bring your mum wife onto the stream if you don't want her to be talked about, right? David Keller for $5 says, team or FTFE, if you look at a golf course, there is a slight curve towards the course. The gravity affects the golf ball. Okay, if you say so. Peter's Prime for $5 Australian says, can Brian spit the tobacco out of his mouth when he's talking, please? Irish Demon for $2.99 Australian says, I absolutely cannot wait to break this down. Please do. You always do good breakdowns, Irish Demon. Gallas Ravo for $10 Australian says, what is it with flat earthers being berated live by their significant others for their stupidity? Is it a kink? I feel sorry for people that live with flat earthers. I honestly do. PhD Tony for $5 Australian says, I feed the cockatoos and galas outside my apartment. Even the cresting pigeons are substantially brighter than Brian. That's true. Cypher Zero for $2 Australian says, brain dead doesn't have credibility to anything. Dennis Real, for $5 Australian says, not all hillbillies, hashtag, because team's okay, I guess. And then Gallows Ravo also became a new member, thank you very much. John Rapp for $2 Australian says, Brian can only process up to 10 words at a time. I know. Jessica G for $2 says, listen bro, Transformers or GoBots bro, dude. Transformers kick GoBots' ass. Jackalope Herdmaster for $5 says, to sum up this debate so far, legend, wait for it, Derry. And then Gently's channel for £2 says, make it fucking match, bro. Yeah, he doesn't understand Transforms at all. Mega Chan for $9.99 says, I have a great amount of respect for FTFE. Anyone can live with chronic pain without seeking the relative bliss of opioids is a strong person. Anyone who gives you crap can come see me. Yeah, I do live with chronic pain and it fucking sucks. But thank you for your support. Signa Step for $5 says, I agree with Mail Chan. I have had chronic pain and relied on opioids for relief. Not a good result. I almost turned to heroin and thank Christ I didn't. Yeah, opioids sucked. I was on them for about a decade and I'm so glad I'm off them now. Derek Watson gave me $1 without saying anything, thank you. And then for $2 he says, this guy doesn't understand any science. That's every flat earther ever. Stinger News 1 for $2 says Brian Leakey for Sea Lion of the Year. Oh, yeah, he was doing a bit of sea lioning. And then Jeff Roberts for $9.99 says, Brian, what part of science is common sense is part of the scientific method? Is it its own branch of science? Is bra a common sense scientific term? Signastep for $2 says, Brian had 20 minutes on the beginning. Crybaby, I know. He talked for ages without being interrupted, without saying anything, and then didn't like when we interrupted his stupidity. Cypher Zero for $2 Australian says, Moderator! And then NA for $6.66. Hail Sagan says, still hate you both, and we hate you too. Commander Darklight for $30.99 Australian. Thank you very much. Congrats on the rage quit. I know, each one is a badge of honour. Derek Watson for $5 says, really want to join you guys in the conversation soon. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I think Team and I are planning some kind of subscriber stream where we get you guys on to chat. Illuminous Pooh for $2 says, he needs a brown ring for head up his butt corp. That is not a corp I want part of. Cypher Zero for $5 says, my super chat bot is broken, but brain dead Brian doesn't have any credibility to... And then nothing else. Graham Price for $2 says, for £2, sorry, Nathan and Brian are complete bellends, that is all. It is true, they are bellends. That was fun tonight, wasn't it, team?
Yeah.
I mean, fun's a relative term, I guess.
These guys, yeah, they bore me. I mean, they're just stupid people.
Extremely stupid people.
They're stupid, and
people do like us calling
they're
them
always
stupid.
vile ass fucking things. Like, yeah, I mean, all I was doing was pointing out he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He's the one that got triggered, and yeah, so what? I'll fucking match it. I don't give a shit. First off, you guys don't fucking want. Y'all want to hear people baby these guys? Fine, don't listen to me, okay? Because I'm not going to fucking baby those guys. I stand on my own 2 feet, and I stand behind what I believe in. And these people disrespecting the scientists that came before us, people that I respect. See, I don't respect sports players and all these. I respect, like, intelligent people. So when people attack people like who help our scientists today, when people attack people like Richard Feynman, Einstein, Newton, I do take personal offense to that. And if they're going to do that, then I'm going to correct them, and I'm not going to be polite about it. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not
These
sorry.
These
yeah,
fucktards
absolutely.
don't care. You heard what I did tonight. I tried to explain to him the very basic concept of pions and how they explain special relativity, which he had just fucking got through saying was bullshit. And not just pions from anywhere. No, we create them here on Earth. So it's not like we're just, using, observational data from a random event. No, we create them on Earth. We measure them. We know what the fuck we're talking about when it comes to special relativity and general relativity and quantum mechanics. Which you brought quantum mechanics up. Don't fucking do that. It has no relevance to the shape of the Earth. And you definitely, if you don't understand special relativity, okay, if you don't understand what a fucking transform is or how to explain it to a 5-year-old, explain it to me like I'm in middle school. That's what I want them to start doing. And I want to see if they can give it to me in such a basic format that's also still right. And they can't because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's not my fucking fault. And if you want to see, if you're here to watch the Flurf be walked up to the stage and given a science book, well, you're in the wrong fucking place.
Yeah. We don't stand...
At least with me, you are. No, we don't.
But it's been fun, guys, as always. I do love doing this for you. Even though Flat Earthers never bring anything new, I don't think I'll ever get bored of bringing them on to parade their stupidity around. Back to the guy at the beginning, Tom Jenkins. Yeah, you're a fucking piece of shit. I served my country. You're probably one of the people that are too cowardly to go and do that yourself. So you have to try and attack people that have done it and try and claim that we haven't. I've shown evidence I'm in the military. Not that I need to prove anything to anybody. I won't be showing my degree certificates or my discharge papers or anything because I don't have to prove anything to any of you fucking intellectual peons. My knowledge is a demonstration that I got a degree in physics. That's all you need to fucking know. Your knowledge is evidence that you can eat crayons for breakfast and purple is probably your favourite flavour. So, yeah, don't come fucking around. And my conversation with that guy started because I posted saying I got 35,000 subs, yay, on my community profile, right, on my community tab, and he was like, 35,000, that's fucking nothing. There's cat videos with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, that's just something a fucking jealous person says. Then after a while, he's like, I've got a channel with 100,000 subs. I'm going to do a video about how you're an internet bully and never were in the military. Bitch, don't fucking lie to me. Whatever. But, on that note, it's been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to Team Skeptic if you're not. He's put out a whole bunch of videos recently, and they're all amazing. His Karen videos have been killing it. I've got a new video out soon. Let me show you the thumbnail for it. And team, I'm working on that bit for you. I should have that with you within a few days. Did you say that you wanted me to do another bit than just the bit you sent me, though?
Oh, for that, I'll get back to you on that, because I still need to hear back from one person. So, until I hear back from that one person, I don't know if I'll have one part or two parts. But I do, the first part that I sent you, I still need you to work on.
Well, here's the thumbnail for my next video that's going to be out in the next couple of days. Right the Chad went absolute fucking mental. And it's going to be a very, very fun video. It's my first Karen video, and it's on a male Karen. If anyone doesn't know, Right the Hand got beaten up by a woman, which is always fun. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me tonight, guys. Thank you for the super chats and the support. And you know, there's over 400 likes. There was 950 of you watching it. It blows my mind, the support all the time. So thank you for coming along and having fun with me as always. Best way to support the channel, like I said, is to share my stuff on Facebook and everything. Couple more super chats quickly. David Keller for $5 says, FTFE, thank you for your service in your military. I don't require thanks. I didn't do it for thanks, but I appreciate the support. I did it because I wanted to, and it was the right thing to do. Glass Monster for $2 Canadian says, I have 30 subs. Everyone's got to start somewhere, bud. Thank you everyone for watching. It's been fun. Come back soon for more, and remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat earth. Fight the flat, 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 I need to target something first. I must get closer.
too far away. I must get closer.
No sword. Again. 18. Again? What?
Your heart will explode. Death is close.
I'm unable to carry more of those. I need to target something first. I'm unable to carry more of those. I'm unable to carry more of those. I must get closer. My inventory is full.
I have many, many wares. Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
something first. I must get closer. Carry more of those. Too far away. I must get closer. Too far away. I am out of range.
champion. Is it time to go already?